Yep, your eyes do not deceive you. We are playing Assassin's Creed tonight. I don't know. Where did my other game go? I had another one. I must have it lying out somewhere. All right. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Chad O. Thundercow. Yeah, we'll probably play this for a couple of minutes and then go ahead and beat Ocarina. And then play, actual real video games. Yeah, I wanted to play this like 5 hours ago, but it would not download because I had the game card. So I got this slop. I wonder if library games are like contributing to like these bullshit player count statistics.
Press Y to enable narration.
All right, let's play Yasuke's game, everyone. You think this was all just a giant like Do you think this was all just a giant scheme to get us to play as the female character? I thought I would check it out and see how offensive it is. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about this either. Yeah, I was just on the library page and I'm just requesting things and I'm just like, what Nintendo Switch 2 games do they have? And then like I saw this on there and I'm just
Welcome.
like, fuck. Unbelievable.
A beautiful place, isn't it? A fresh sea breeze, the warm sun. This beach belongs just to you.
It's like the anti-Dark
out
Beach.
in the world. Everything you see here is from the past. Your past.
They still do that weird glitchy thing.
One of your ancestors visited this place long ago.
Remember when people used to
writing
cope
their
about
memories
glitches in
into the
Assassin's
fabric
Creed
of
and they used to
your
say it was
DNA.
just the Animus glitching out?
Animus Ego unlocks these genetic memories for you. Wander.
So wait.
Connect.
If this is how it actually works, then like
grains of sand which began as rocks.
So does the genetic memory stop after the characters have sex?
Today. Your journey to mindfulness begins through these ancestral memories for a total perspective on what makes you you.
New memory streams are activating now.
Erase self-doubt, fear, and weakness. Give yourself the confidence to conquer the world.
Follow the train and we will be in touch. Welcome to the dark.
Chad O. Thundercow. Okay. Yeah, shadows. Naoi and Yasuke. Feudal Japan. Black Flag resynced. Wait, what? Egypt, Baghdad, Ivor, Shadows. Wait, what? Can you play as these characters? Wait, why? Wait, can you buy these other games? Is that how they work now? That they try to shill the other? Hang on. There's no fucking way. Dead by Daylight. What is this bullshit? We haven't even started up the game, and they're trying to sell us on like packs. What the fuck is this? I'm glad this game has failed. Okay, Shadows. New game plus. Cannon mode? What the hell is that?
Memories come to us in fragments. You relate a jigsaw of experiences and emotions.
So yeah, for all the
Someone
shit
brings
that
us
they gave
something
Yasuke,
unfamiliar.
he's not really an
Perhaps
assassin
inside
though.
them
They,
you
they
feel
really went all in on
tranquil,
like he was totally a
contented.
samurai thing.
And then there are the ones
So he's
I have
explicitly not an
reconstructed.
assassin.
What I am about to show you. In these memories there are
It's Yasuke, the
imperfections,
Black Samurai.
aberrations that defy algorithm and biology. I'm getting ahead of myself. You may not understand what you're seeing at first, but you must trust me. Trust yourself.
Yeah, the cutscenes in like Assassin's Creed are just bullshit.
Years ago, my journey
Yep.
started at sea, as it must for all who journey to these lands. A complex and precarious place, at war with itself for centuries. From that chaos and bloodshed, my opportunity surfaced. In the form of the most powerful warlord their history had known.
Oh, is this like how Nobunaga is like?
Oda Nobunaga.
Oh no.
A lord who took an interest in me. An outsider among outsiders.
What? What? What the
momento,
fuck?
Shugo. Tragam a cadeira, irmãos. Chegou na hora certa.
The Varagnano, you are expected to appear before Lord Nobunaga today.
Thank you, Sir Mitsubishi.
Yasuke was a slave.
We are ready.
What are they even doing? I just
Não podemos falhar hoje. Viajar para além de Kyoto é cada vez mais perigoso. Sem a permissão de Lord Nobunaga, a missão dos jesuítas será um fracasso. Podemos permitir.
A nossa segurança deve-se ao Diogo. A sua presença manteve os monges e os bandidos bem longe.
Diogo não nos deterá para sempre.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, the Water Temple is like one of the best Zelda dungeons ever made, in my opinion. I think it's like endlessly entertaining and just like it's really well crafted and really interesting. Yeah, I wonder like the meme back in the day was that the Water Temple was too hard, but I wonder if like the other temples were actually too easy. Honestly. But yeah, I love the Water Temple. I always have. I never understood the meme about it being too hard.
E aqui temos a senhora Nene. E junto dela Moriron Maru, o vassal mais próximo do Lord Oda Nobunaga. Araka Tabakari.
E isso só nos dificulta as coisas.
Mr. O Lord Oda Nobunaga.
Vão chamar-nos para falar com o Lord Nobunaga em breve.
Eu falo com ele.
Viste como o Lord Nobunaga olhou para o Diogo? Será que nunca viu um homem negro antes?
Lord Nobunaga will see you now.
Diogo,
Nobunaga
não
didn't look at us.
digas nada.
He didn't look at him though. Whatever.
Lord Nobunaga commands that the black man join you.
But he is my sword bearer, a slave. He does not speak the language.
Lord Nobunaga commands it.
Devia ter deixado no porto. Ou flutuar no mar onde te encontramos.
Deus ajudar-nos-á nesta situação, Padre Vallier.
So they're gonna make Nobunaga into some hardcore racial progressive.
Lord Nobunaga, I present to you Father Valignano. Father Valignano has come to request free movement for his priests in your lands.
That is correct.
Sir Ranmaru.
You will address Lord Nobunaga.
Of course, of course. Forgive me, Lord Nobunaga.
Please, accept this gift. A European chair, made by the finest artisans in Portugal.
You may rise.
Yeah, the acting
You
isn't even
asked
good.
me to let your priests walk freely. But your priests are here already, Father Valignano. Perhaps before you worry about your priest's feet, you may wish to plead for their heads.
Oh no.
Your black man has the instincts of a warrior.
What?
As he realized the danger you are in, his eyes found every threat in the room.
Are you serious?
I'm
He's a
sorry,
natural born samurai?
He does
Aw.
not understand us.
I would have many questions for this man, if only he understood. He is all the people of Kyoto speak about since his arrival.
Wait, what? He's the most popular. Wait, what? No!
Lord Nobunaga, I do understand.
So he already.
Have you been deceiving me, Father Valignano?
No, Lord Nobunaga.
So he
I am
already
surprised
knows
to hear Diogo speak
Japanese?
like this.
Your name is Diogo?
Yes, Lord Nobunaga. That is what they
So
call
he's
me.
polite and respectful and speaks Japanese already? This is retarded. Historically
Lord
speaking, this isn't how it
Nobunaga
happened,
would
by the
like
way.
to speak with Diogo. Alone.
Wait, what? So Yasuke is such a Giga Chad alpha that Nobunaga just singles him out immediately? Wow. This is so contrived. And so he knows, like, the...
Has your skin always been this way?
Yes, Lord Nobunaga. My homeland is very far from here. All the people there have this color.
I had thought to kill you all. If the Christians were gone, it would be one less thing to consider. But they have proven fair traders, and a bulwark against the Buddhists.
So you're gonna, like, talk about this complicated political shit with this slave?
But this Varignano I do not know. What are you to him, Diogo?
I am like a bodyguard. I am to ensure he is safe in this land that is foreign to him.
No, you're a slave.
You are his bodyguard.
You're a slave!
But also his slave. Are you not?
Yes, Lord Nobunaga. I am.
Oh, come on. What?
Varignano will not be pleased that I kept you here. What do you think he will do with you? Kill you?
I do not know. I have been subject to worse men, and I yet live.
What?
These worse men? Who are they?
What?
Father Varignano, I will grant you what you came for. Your priests are free to move in these lands.
Thank you, Lord Nobunaga. You will not...
But your servant, Diogo, stays. He may yet prove useful to me.
Wait, what?
Ah. Very well. Though he is good for a little more than bearing your sandals.
Under me, sandal bearers become lords.
Oh, come on. So he just sees this black guy and he's just like...
inspire armies. He will be tested. He may become a legend.
A legend?
Or he may die.
What a fucking shill.
This memory is fractured. What was left? It trails off into infinitesimally smaller.
Does that mean it never fucking happened? Like, what the fuck was that?
Reassembled memory. One moment. The integrity of a memory can be tampered with. There are
the integrity of a They're admitting it didn't fucking happen. Wow. Holy shit, bro. That's bad. That is bad. Okay, yeah, we're done. That is a load of crap. What the fuck was that? He's a young. Yeah, what a load of crap. Yeah, I couldn't even get past the first cutscene. That's how bad it was. Shit. That was something. Yeah, let us never speak of this again. I'm glad Ubisoft's going out of business with that bullshit. That was like offensively bad. The Legend of Zelda. Yeah, honestly, I think we're gonna probably beat Ocarina tonight. I don't know. I kind of want to dick around with it, honestly. Like, I want to go fishing and I want to like do some of the side stuff. I'm not in a hurry to beat it, which is interesting. Usually, I like bum rush right to the end, but these days, I'm kind of like, no, let's do the side stuff. Is there anything else I want to do? Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what else there is to do in the game. Okay, insects. Okay, so this is a good place to get them then. I guess we know where to find some. I'm trying to think of like. I'm trying to think of what else I want to do. Like, I don't want to go fishing yet. I guess we can just beat the Spirit Temple. Yeah, I guess we can go to the Spirit Temple, but like, like I said, I'm not in a super big rush to beat the game. Yeah, it's really weird how big Hyrule Field is. It's really easy to forget like stuff like this, honestly. Oh, Fairies Fountain. Yeah, like I was saying earlier that I don't remember where they all are because there's a handful of them. I usually go for the one in Kakariko or the one in Sacred Forest Meadow. I don't know why you would ever come to this one. Maybe the idea is that like, you know, sometimes you'd find one and not the other. Should we beat the Spirit Temple? I can't think of what else I want to do, honestly. I don't know. Maybe we should just take a break from the game again. I was so fired up about beating this game, and yeah. I don't know. We're like right there at the end, so. I mean, Ganon's Tower isn't. I don't know. Ganon's Tower is not my favorite area in the game. We had a lot of viewers when I went live like earlier today, but I mean, I guess I got started kind of late. Yeah, I already had like a 3-hour live stream today. I fired. Yeah, maybe that's all it is. It's just that like I'm not really in the mood to play more Zelda today. Yeah, because I didn't used to do this where I take a break and then come right back to it. So I guess this is the way to the statue, so you could worship it in your evil cultist rituals, I guess. But it's such a weird layout. Like, the way it... And what's with all the giant evil statues? I don't get it. Yeah, the theme might be the worst out of any of the dungeons. Like, all the others have a lot of personality. This one's kind of boring in comparison. Like, I don't understand why every like desert theme in any game ever like sounds the exact same. They all use the same instruments, like the same like general motif. It's like it's weird. Like, I feel like in anything else you get like slight variation, but like every desert level ever sounds the exact same. It's just like, come on, bro. How do you get around without a hook shot? Okay, we never even went through here. Okay. Are we halfway through the dungeon? Anubis. Yeah, weird enemy to have in a Zelda. I don't believe these things ever appear, and they're kind of odd. Actually, what am I doing? This is dumb. Yeah, the weird thing about Anubis, yeah, the game misleads you. You don't need to do that shit. So is that what those weird cat-like things? They behave like those things in a Link between Link to the Past. Actually, when do you fight those things? Oh, here we go. We didn't kill the bee mouse. Yeah, I can't believe the bee mouse counts as an enemy sometimes. Okay. I believe all of these are almost. How the hell did I do that? Like, is that how you're supposed to do it? Damn. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, I think there's an easy way to do it, but I don't remember. Yeah, isn't there an easy way to do it? I swear there is. Yeah, I don't remember struggling this much with it. Okay, I think I got him. Yeah, I guess he stops for a split second when he like lands on it. I guess. I don't remember that though. Like I'm just like that seems like way too convoluted. Oh, looky here, it's another bitch in armor. Crazy that Iron Knuckles are fucking. So you're telling me these things are all female? That's a really weird beat of lore. And that's it. This game is quite a bit harder, I think, than most Zelda games. The fact that they take 4 hearts is crazy. Yeah, fairies are OP, and only to the past, they don't do nearly that much. Yeah, Spirit I think is the hardest temple because of the Iron Knuckles. I tend to get wrecked by them every time. Dark Link is a harder fight, but like I don't know, you can kind of exploit it. You can with this too, but it's like lately I've just been like spamming my fairies. Gee, like couldn't Kabura have just like flown me over here? And oh wait, okay, no, because it doesn't appear until you beat it. Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Light or energy? Man, red tunic with the mirror shield is like positively keto. I love the look. Okay. Yeah, this is not what you're supposed to do, but I'm a bad boy. I swear, is this like a Streisand effect? I don't remember it being positioned like this. I thought it was in like a little bit to the left here. Like I thought there was a little bit more desert. Yeah, this is one of those fairy fountains I always visit. I mean, this is to me is like the cleverest fairy fountain in the game. So the fact that like you can do this just blows my mind. Yeah, I was watching a documentary on like the Zelda cartoon, and it's like it's weird. Okay, watching that cartoon and seeing people point things out to you that you never really thought about, like how there's a horse in it, but like her name's Catherine because like Epona didn't exist yet. It's kind of shocking, honestly, how there's like there's so many cases of that. Epona, Tapite, well, Epona. Okay. Play Fire Emblem? Yeah, we didn't play last night, did we? Yeah, we gotta get caught up in Fire Emblem. Where were we? Chapter 22 or something? Yeah, we got to burn. Uh, yeah, I usually like wearing like the green, but like I don't know, man. Like the red tunic with the mirror shield looks sick. It's such a good look, such a good fit. Looking fly, bro. The hell is this? Wait, I came up here for nothing? Oh, okay. I don't remember it just being a small key. What the hell was that? Yeah, I don't think there's anything else up here. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, okay. We just walk. Okay. Yeah, I don't normally go out that way and come back, so I'm just kind of like, kind of confused. Oh no, a puzzle. What am I gonna do? The fuck? Oh, way to fuck it up for me. I have literally never done this the right way. I remember like looking at it for the first time and realizing that like, wait, I could just claw up this, and then like I did it. I was just like, what the hell? Did they not have the oversight for that? Was that intentional? Ugh. And my chair's unsteady. I'm gonna have to look at my support. Is it like sitting on something? What's the deal? Yeah, it's probably just falling apart or something. I would hate to get a new chair, honestly. I really dig this one. It's not that old, but yeah, how long have I had it? A couple of years? Yeah. Okay, Spirit Temple. What's with all these slugs here? These look more. These are things for the Fire Temple. What are they doing here? Yeah, definitely one of the more underrated things about this game. Completely unique enemy design. I feel like with Twilight Princess, like, and especially Wind Waker, I think they tend to reuse a lot of the same enemies a lot. And like maybe you get some enemies unique to certain areas. I don't know. You don't really feel that way with Ocarina too much. Yeah, I mean, so I had someone today tell me that like the Spirit Temple felt about as rushed as the Shadow Temple. I don't agree with that. I think it's a pretty serviceably long temple. I think it has a lot going for it. I mean, you technically go through it twice, so it has a good like gimmick to it. To put it on the same level the Shadow Temple, I think is disrespectful. Yeah, the Shadow Temple is the worst. And it sucks because I always like really love the Shadow Temple growing up because it's so Kino, but oh, getting the boss key isn't good enough in this game, is it? Yeah, in this dungeon because why is it zoomed in so much? Zoom out, you little bastard. Like what? I wish it had a button. Like why is it so reliant on these hand signs? It never registers the hand signs. Well, it's pretty good about stop. Yeah, it's too close. I guess I can just move it back. Fuck you, little shit. And now it's that shrink. Yeah, okay. Okay. Fucking bullshit. Okay. The crystal gyrocopter. A crystal is an N0. Are you thinking of Cat? I don't know who you're talking about. Cat's in the gyrocopter mission, but Crystal is not. Crystal fucking sucks. Yeah, I'm seeing more people speaking out about 007 Legends. I've seen like some people try to damage control it, but like they're the kind of PC gamers that consume every AAA game that comes out. So like, it's not gonna stick. I think anybody who plays more than like 5 games a year has a lot of problems with 007 Legends. Like it looks really bad to me. I've seen gameplay now, and I'm just like, what the hell is this? He's like, you're like driving around, and characters aren't realistically getting out of the way. It's like, you know, like this is the thing GoldenEye understood. Like, why is everything interconnected? Like GoldenEye works because you get like, you know, an exposition as to what's happening. You get a mission briefing, and then you go to the mission, and then you do your like crazy Bond shit. Okay, that's all they had to do. All they had to do was just like do what GoldenEye did and just give it a mission select screen, and they would have saved, honestly, $150 in development. Like that's all they would have had to do is just like make it entirely gameplay focused, and then like have the rest of the story be told through expositions or whatever. Like they don't need this like all this dumb like cutscene stuff. Like it just. Ugh. I don't know. They tried really hard to shill it. Like apparently because it had a really, really high budget, but I mean, it's going to have the same problem that Spider-Man did, where it's just, like, the license is going to be too expensive to, like, for the game to be profitable, I would say. I like Cat way more than Crystal. Cat, like, actually consistently comes off like a likable character and a fun, like, pilot. Like, Crystal has that problem where, like, she never really establishes herself as a character because she doesn't do anything in Adventures. In Assault, she's nothing like she is in Adventures. And then, like, in Command, she's like a raging bitch. Like, it's just like, I don't get it. Oh, this is a really interesting fight because you, like, go through the door and you fight Noboru instead. Oh, oops. Yeah, time to get our revenge. I'm surprised they give the witches dialogue. It's weird, but I'm mostly attached to these two because of Majora's Mask. So is this where Noboru, like, rules? She just sits in this chair? And they make her look like a joke. She doesn't... Yeah, why do they do that? Yeah, it was kind of a weird joke. Yeah, the jokes don't land in this, honestly. Yeah, I feel like... It feels like they wanted to do, like, a narrative thing with, like, the Spirit Temple, with Noboru, and, like, them telling you that she was working with Ganondorf, and, like, she's actually brainwashed. It's like, I don't know, I feel like people don't really process it. Because people just kind of take it at face value that, like, well, like, she's just not working with Ganondorf. She's just captured or brainwashed or whatever. Like, I don't know. They don't do a good job, like, explaining this. Is she stronger than other Iron Knuckles? This is not an ordinary enemy. Yeah, I mean, they thought enough about this scene to put it in the opening movie. And for a lot of people, this is, like, near the end of the game. I really want you to do something great. Wait. Bro, she's not little. She was already, like, how old is she? Yeah, so she was working for Ganondorf, yeah. Brainwash her again? Wait, make her work for Ganondorf and then brainwash her? And what the hell happened to her? Yeah, so this is, like, probably the closest example to, like, you know, us seeing a sage die. Because, like, it's kind of vague what they actually did to her. Because, like, it doesn't seem like she's dead, because they didn't say they were going to kill her. They said they were going to brainwash her again. So I guess this goes against the dead sage theory, but... Casino covering Joe? Yes, absolutely. Like, I mean, Joe is just... Joe just kind of... compared to everyone else with that guy with the glasses, he was kind of mild. But, like, and he's, like, very... more video game focused, when, like, I think everybody else was more into movies or comics in the Car's case. Like, he was just kind of, I don't know, he kind of outgrew that guy with the glasses, like, fairly early on. So he wasn't really associated with them very much after, like, the movie stopped being produced. So I think that's a big reason why people don't talk about him. He only really comes up when talking about, like, the anniversary films and stuff like that. Yeah, I hope they keep talking about him. It's, I mean, it might be the big, like, controversy to take Joe down for good, because, like, I've been waiting for it to happen for, like, over a decade now, honestly. Because, like, he's lied so much about Nintendo over the years and, like, shilled for so many different companies. It's just embarrassing. Why'd they get so fucking big? Yeah, back in the day, these guys were seen as, like, the best boss fight in the game, because it was so different than everything else. Yeah, I love how the silver gauntlets aren't that useful. You use them, like, maybe a handful of times. And that feeling when you, like, land a hit is so satisfying. I agree. I like the fact it's not something you can just kind of cheese through. Because I think with Bongo Bongo, I just kind of cheesed it a lot of times. Oops. Yeah, all the bosses in this game are really good. Yeah, they're all-time classics. Dark Souls can't compare. God damn it. I'm using switch and not hold. How do I get out of it with hold? Did I never switch it back? Yeah, this game is like 30 years old, and this boss is still endlessly entertaining. It's so much fun. And it has a really cool second phase too, which is wildly different. It's a great boss fight for sure. You actually get a user shield to reflect things, unlike yeah, would the mirror shield work on Phantom Ganon? Like, has anyone ever tested that? I've never thought about that before. God damn, like, so you can't always get her at like certain angles. I missed. You can't lock on and do it. Ah. Yeah, I wasn't having much trouble with like the lock on, but yeah, I'm gonna have to switch it back. I didn't notice it was on Switch. Like, I like being able to break the... Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's true for like most Nintendo games. When you compare this to like other N64 games coming out, it's no wonder this game was like seen as a cut above the rest. There we go. Fusion! Ha! Oh no. Dink. Yeah, I feel like a first-time player wouldn't understand like what you're supposed to do exactly. Yeah, I wish this was a mechanic they brought back more with like the flashing shield. I thought it was so Kino. She's gigantic. Yeah, goodbye. It really took an hour to beat this temple? Really? Well, I guess we were screwing around for a bit. I didn't think it was that long of a temple. I was wondering about that. Yeah, she's a great fight, but like, yeah. Dragon Ball? Yeah, I wonder. Yeah. I wonder. I was thinking the same thing, is that like, it is kind of similar to the Fusion. It's probably based on other concepts. Because like, surely Dragon Ball didn't invent the concept. Yeah, I'm not sure where it actually came from. Yeah, I don't have plans to use fusions in like the Golden Age at all. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. Well, I say that. I say that, but wait, isn't that how American Evil ended? No, that's totally different, bro. That was a possession. That wasn't the same thing. Okay. What a fresh kid. Fresh is a weird thing to say. This game was made in the 90s. What is that above your head? But you have one over your head too, Kotek? Or fucking really? I'm only 400 years old. 380? Don't try to lie about your age. How can you be older? I'll come back to haunt you in The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Yeah. Dr. Slump inspired Mario, yeah. You know, it's interesting how you never see people say that, because I know Sean Malmstrom does this thing where he tries to imply that like all these Nintendo properties were secretly inspired by Western products. But like, yeah, Dragon Ball was Dr. Slump was a huge influence on Mario. Yeah, I might actually talk about that at some point. I'm a big Dr. Slump fan. I love the manga. So it's such a joy to read if you've never read it. Okay, So this is the sixth and final stage. So it is Naboru. Kid, let me thank you. Look what the little kid has become in the past 7 years. A competent swordsman. Yeah, I'd like you to show me your sword now, please, bitch. So you're still underage, right? I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do his evil will. So that's the actual explanation. But isn't it funny that a person like me could turn out to be the sage of spirit? Yeah, this is kind of like an age of imprisonment with the Gerudo there, where they turn against him. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, Toriyama does not get enough credit for like all the shit he did in the 80s and 90s. Like, he's so much more than like the Dragon Ball guy, honestly. And I get that it's his most popular thing, but he contributed so much to so much Japanese culture. Abora awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. Right, there we go. If only I knew you would become such a handsome man. I should have kept the promise I made. What the fuck did she mean by this? Like, the older I get, the weirder that sounds. Like, what? Huh? The hero. Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. The time for the final showdown with the King of Evil has come. Okay, Desert Colossus. Yeah, one of the reasons I like doing the Shadow Temple first, I'm sorry, the Shadow Temple last, is because one of the reasons I like doing the Shadow Temple last is because one of the reasons I like doing the Shadow Temple last is that like you could just come out of the dungeon, walk down to the Temple of Time, and then trigger the last cutscene. Warping there is kind of weird. I always like walking. Well, no. The narrative is that like Nintendo literally ripped everything off from Western creators. So like Star Fox was just Wing Commander, Metroid was just Alien, Mario was like Alice in Wonderland, like Legend of Zelda was like Dungeons and Dragons, Lord of the Rings, and Ultima. Like they do all this weird like coping and seething, and like it's kind of a niche thing, and I don't think anyone takes it seriously, especially these days, considering how much the brand has grown and diverged from those concepts. But yeah. I would really like to have a little bit more hearts. I'm glad that we got some more, but like I just don't. Sheik is my friend. Yeah, that's the thing, is that like they had this idea that like Miyamoto's lying about his influences and that he really just ripped things off. But like, no, that's not what happens at all. Like, I don't know, I'm pretty open about my influences too, and yet you have people like throwing accusations about me about how they're like ripping off other things, and like they're curiously very vague about like what I'm supposedly ripping off. I don't know. It's just something that like untalented people do. Is just accuse traders of plagiarism. I have been waiting for you. It's Sheik. The hero of time. You have overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages, and now you have a final challenge, a showdown with Ganondorf, the king of evil. Before that, only to you. Yeah, Navi, you can fuck off. Another unknown legend of the Triforce passed over the Shadow Folk, the Sheikahs. So not by the royal family. So these are very specifically 2 different stories. You have the royal family version, and then you have the Sheikah version. If you would seek the Sacred Triangle, listen well. The resting place of the Sacred Triangle, the Sacred Realm, is a mirror that reflects what is in the heart. So it's the dark world, basically, only not corrupted. The heart of one who enters it, if an evil heart, the realm will become full of evil. If pure, the realm will become a paradise. So yeah, that's what happened in A Link to the Past, is that like the realm became evil. The Triforce, the Sacred Triangle, it has a balance that weighs the 3 forces: power, wisdom, and courage. If the heart of the one who holds the Sacred Triangle has all 3 forces in balance, that one will gain the true force to govern all. Man, remember when this was important? Because this lore has been brought up in forever. So if he reassembles it, will it just break apart again? And what would, like, we have never seen the Triforce break apart to anyone other than, like, Ganondorf. Like, anybody else who does it seems to be in perfect balance. So, like, in theory, like, I don't know, we've never seen this happen. Like, someone touched the Triforce who believes in wisdom and courage, and, like, have the Triforce break apart. I'm curious if we're ever going to see the Triforce be, like, relevant again. It has not been relevant in a long time. It kind of was in Echoes. Echoes of Wisdom, I think, is the closest we've gotten. But Echoes was really big on, like, deep Zelda lore anyway. Why did she want to hook up here? Like, couldn't we have gone elsewhere, like, outside of, like, Ganon's reach? Was he trying to be retarded? Is she even supposed to be their leader? Like, she says that, but, like, is there any indication of that? Or is she just bullshitting? What a crazy twist. Whoa, what a twist. And 1,000,000 10-year-old girls' hearts were broken. Oof. Broke. "7 years ago, Ganondorf attacked Hyrule Castle. I saw you as I was escaping from the castle with my attendant, Impa." Yep. I always wondered where they went after this. Because, like, there's nothing in that direction. Like, did they go to the ranch? Like, where the fuck did they go? She has a crazy arm, by the way, too. I thought that would be our best chance. Yeah. Zelda's retarded. This entire plot happens because Zelda was retarded. So Zelda didn't see that coming. Okay, interesting. So wait. You're telling me the owl knew about the legend of the boy that could travel through time, but Zelda didn't know shit? The Sacred Realm became a world of evil. Wait a minute. So wait. If we're understanding this correctly, right? So Ganon got the Triforce and he transformed the Sacred Realm into the... Are we in the Sacred Realm? Is that the reality of this? Is that the future is just the Sacred Realm? It's an alternate reality, not the literal future. Is that what she's implying? Maybe I'm reading too much into this, but like, I mean, that's what the text said, is that the Sacred Realm would transform into a realm of evil, and that's what this is like a realm of evil. All of this is just a coincidence, bro. I passed myself off as a Sheikah. I waited for 7 years. I always loved her design in this game. Like, I love the earrings and just the look. I was actually the subject of that, like, grade school, like, test. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, where, like, you get to tell the government who you want to be, and, like, fucking Zelda characters were in it, and I was just like, fuck yeah. I was so ecstatic by it. Please protect me. Wait, what? What would have happened if she didn't give me the light arrows just before she gets kidnapped? It always bothered me how you never actually see any other NPCs in the Temple of Time, even though it's right there. It can't be. It's Aaron Yeager? No, wait. No, don't do the crystal thing. I commend you for avoiding my pursuit for 7 long years. I knew it. So again, this is actually part of the reason why I'm so like, yeah, it's crazy that this is probably the sequence that like inspired Crystal from Star Fox Adventure's existence. Like the whole thing of being stuck in a crystal, it's very reminiscent of this game. And Dinosaur Planet was originally running on the Ocarina of Time engine, so there's no way it was not a coincidence. That's really interesting. But like, yeah, so in Star Fox Adventures, like when Crystal is entrapped, like what ends up happening is that like the machine that the Krazoa obviously built themselves because Andross didn't do shit. Like they're deliberately setting up to use her power to like revive Andross so that they can possess him and take over the universe. Similar setup here because Ganon is capturing her to use her power to lure, Link there so he could like reassemble the Triforce. So it's the same general setup. It's just the Krazoa plan was just way more convoluted. Rebecca Sugar for Steven Universe. It's crazy seeing how many kid shows are inspired by these games now. I mean, regular show was way more based about it with like the Power Glove episode they did. Like that is like the craziest thing I've ever seen. The Krazoa manipulating Fox was inspired. I'm not sure what it is. I think I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at Dinosaur Planet's original script. I'm not sure what the inspirations for it were. I feel like, to me, it reminds me more of like the Dark Crystal than anything, but we'll see. Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do with Star Fox. I can't believe it's only like 25 days away. It was not the kid's power type misjudged. It was the power of the Triforce of Courage. What does the Triforce of Courage even do? So, like, the weird thing, the characters seem to think that, like, it's the Triforce of Courage that makes Link the chosen hero, but, like, that's pretty obviously not the case, because there are games where he does not have it. Wind Waker, I think, is the most notable example. And I believe a Link Between Worlds as well. Maybe not Link Between Worlds. Yeah, so like, I don't think the Triforce of Courage makes you the hero, but okay. This game is it is, yeah, it's legit. It's so good. Like, if you're a kid playing this for the first time, I think one of the reasons this has endured as a classic is, oh wow, I never triggered the cutscene. He really went all out with this fucking castle design. Holy shit. Okay, so like, yeah, this is like the best video game castle of all time. Look at that sick ass thing. He doesn't even have a front door. It's just like, talk about, yeah. So, what was I getting at? Yeah. The game is complex enough for experienced players, but it's also like easy enough for kids to get into. So like, I think even today, like, people are playing this before Breath of the Wild. It's like easier to finish, and so people get an attachment to it before they start like finishing Breath of the Wild and other Zelda games. Like, I think this is probably still a lot of people's like first Zelda game or first game like in general. Final Fantasy VII has some really good twists. I would never shit talk the twist in Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I mean, like, Zelda and like, I've always loved the Rainbow Bridge. Yeah, this is the extent of the Sage's Prison. Like, all they do is like build this bridge, and then like seal Ganon at the end, and that's it. It was my first Zelda game. Yeah, so like Ganon and like Zelda have all these crazy magical powers, but Link doesn't have shit. So either like the Triforce of Courage has no power, or like, I don't know, it's just kind of low key. Like that's the fan theory I came up with, is that like what it actually does is that it lets you have like multiple beating hearts. And so like Link can't die, like the more hearts of his enemies he consumes. Like Pharaoh just like, it saps the life of other creatures. And so it like feeds his own life force. So he can't really die easily. So that's why he can like fall into lava and be fine, and like end up in quicksand and be fine. It's like just the power of life, That was kind of my theory about it, but like that's just like fan wank and not actual canon. I would never pass off my weird fan wank theories as canon. That's kind of what, like, I don't know. That's kind of what I like about it, because that's the thing about the Star Fox video, is that like, I don't think that was like the intention of Nintendo to like make the Krenzoa the antagonist, because I think that was a Rareware thing. But like, and then like Nintendo had ownership of the brand, so like their version became canon. But like at the same time, it's fun to talk about it and like, speculate about these kind of things. Yeah, I mean, I kind of clown on like Ganon's Tower for being kind of straightforward, but like you really are going through like a lot of really memorable areas. I can't get over how you can't use Pharaoh's Wind in here. What the devil is going on in here? Oops. It's, I think this is the first time like they demonstrate this, where like if you like zone out in a room with silver rubies, you lose them all. Twilight Princess. Wait, Twilight Princess is a shitty one. Wait, what do you mean by get inside? Do you mean like Hyrule Castle? Hyrule Castle fucking sucks. Like, Hyrule Castle is like the single worst dungeon in Zelda history. Like, I don't remember anything about it other than that like fight with like the Bulbin King, where he out of nowhere like talks and like freaks Minda the fuck out. And what a lame like climax to a story. I think he has like a little bit more involved plot in the manga, but like, I don't know, the manga's not canon. I don't know, man. Like, people are talking about like remaking Ocarina back, remaking Ocarina, but like, Honestly, I think I would rather them do Twilight Princess first, because let's be real, like they've done like Ocarina, Majora's, and Wind Waker. Like Twilight Princess would be a really good one to remake, especially if it was like Grezzo and they got to do their thing and they got to do their autism. What the hell did that do? Yeah, next time I really got to remember to yeah, next playthrough I really got to remember to get the bomb bags. What the fuck? Focus, Mr. Smith, on what? Yeah, like a Twilight Princess remake by Grezzo might be interesting because the thing about the Tantalus one on Wii U is that it was kind of lazy and it was kind of stupid. And they've remade like they've done that before where they like outsourced a remake and then like did it in house. They did that with Xenoblade actually. So they had like the 3DS port made by Monster Games, and then they just they had the definitive edition made by Monolith themselves, which had more story content and more shit. Fuck. That was cheap. Oh, it stays open. Okay. So you only have to get them once. Okay. Yeah, like you don't struggle with like these silver rubies very much. So like whenever you come across them. Yeah, we have everything except the fucking ice arrows and a mask. Yeah. Twilight Princess HD, like it has all these weird problems that like nobody but like Turbo fans would give a shit about. Like one of the background artists, like he like put in this his weird own fan fiction, like alternate reality in like background like inscriptions to imply things that like were not in the original. So like I mean things like that they're just not something that like anybody would care about really. Like they're never going to be considered canon, but at the same time it's like I don't like the fact that he even was allowed to do it, and like he kind of had to because like the textures he was redoing were like they were too blurry to be reused on the HD version apparently, so that's why he was allowed to do it. But it's like I didn't like the idea of it of someone just like sabotaging this classic game with their weird like woke agenda, or I'm sorry, not woke agenda, with their weird fan fiction agenda. I am really glad I didn't get another fairy. I'll never understand this. This always pisses me the fuck off. Why is the water one based off the ice cavern? I don't get it. Did they just want to use the blue fire again? Yeah, I'm curious if they're gonna do it because yeah, Twilight Princess's anniversary is this year. 20th anniversary is this year. I could totally see that happening. Is that this is the big like play because HD came out on the 10-year anniversary and this is the 20th. So I think now would be a really good time to remake it. Actually, like a complete overhaul, but we'll see. We will see. I would really like it if they like fucked with like the difficulty and made it like actually hard. Because like one of the things about Twilight Princess as a kid, it's really interesting because like surface level like plebs think it's like this really hardcore game, but then you actually play it and it's actually like quite a bit easier than like pretty much every Zelda game ever made. It's really interesting because it's like it looks deceptively badass when it's actually the most casualized like of the three Zeldas, like by far. Like even Wind Waker is harder than it, but like good luck getting people to like admit that because so much of like Twilight Princess's reputation and why it was so well received, it revolved around the idea that like it was cool and badass. Uh, This one's quite a bit harder than like yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But like more complex puzzles doesn't mean it's like harder, quote unquote. So yeah. Yeah, like an actually difficult like Twilight Princess would be phenomenal. I would love that. Like Twilight Princess adult mode. And then you actually get a like I don't know, you actually get to be with Midna at the end or whatever. Okay. I'm not a Midna Link guy. I've always liked Ilia, but like I don't understand the amount of spurging you get about like Link and Ilia. Like girls really don't like her because of like the way she like talks to Link and shit like that. Like it's weird. Like they don't like the whole like childhood friend angle for some reason. Like I guess the average female Zelda fan like relates to Midna and like really wants to be like she's like their self-insert character, I guess. Like if you haven't seen like a female fan spurg out about Ilia, it's like the funniest thing ever. I The timer still goes even when you get it out, really. What are these symbols? Yeah, I don't know if like Twilight Princess still has that like really dedicated female audience. I haven't like been around like those kind of people in like 20 years, so well maybe like more like 15, but like yeah, it's been a long time since I've met any hardcore Twilight Princess fans. These days, like every like female Zelda fan is like a Breath of the Wild fan specifically, which is fine. It's not like that's perfectly normal, but it's like I don't know. It does kind of feel like an end of an era. I mean, I'm not really a fan of Twilight Princess anymore. You know, it's just the reality of it. Remakes and expanded. Well, they kind of already have that in Master Quest. That's actually what I'm waiting for is like the a proper Master Quest port. Like I technically have it on a 3DS, but like one of my deeply held beliefs is that like I really, 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 really don't want to do it on mirror mode. So like yeah, the mirror shield just looks sick in general. It looks good on Ocarina. They find Link cuter, yeah. Yeah, I've seen chicks like simp over like shirtless Link in that game. It's funny. Uh yeah, people forget that Link is still like the most popular video game character among women. It's not something that comes up a lot, but it's still true. I mean, in general, like Zelda's still seen as like the greatest video game franchise of all time. It's really easy to forget because of like how often like certain people like deny it. You know, I have that retard Tripster like coming after me on Twitter like all the time these days, like because he's so desperate for engagement or something. And I don't know what he's doing, but like yeah, he keeps coming after me like, and it's like yeah, they're just desperate, you know, to like continue the farce that like yeah, you only use like the golden gauntlets for like two things. You found the golden gauntlets. You can feel even more power coursing through your arms. And some of us have to lift weights to get strong, and Link just uses gauntlets to cheat. Yeah, the golden gauntlets are such a cool look. but it's like, I don't know, you don't have them very long. Like in general, it just feels like you don't have like the silver or the Wait, this isn't the one that's fake? The Spirit Temple is the one that's fake? I thought for sure it was the Shadow Temple, but okay. He just nonstop posts Nintendo hate. Yeah. Yeah, he's not worth my time. He's weirdly obsessed with me. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm seen as like the Nintendo fanboy these days, but like I don't know. I don't really follow any of his tweets or care about what he talks about. Yeah, so like when you get the Golden Gauntlets, you're kind of obligated to leave and get your stats raised, get your dick sucked. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So that's the big thing that's like happening now is that we're dealing with this idea that like Zelda is this stale, outdated thing while like GTA is like the king of the gaming industry. But like the reality is Zelda's always been more popular and will endure way after Grand Theft Auto is forgotten about. Like I think even these older games are gonna stay very popular. Like even after Zelda falls off, I imagine it's gonna have like Star Wars thing where like appeal where people still care about the old stuff. But like I'm curious like how quickly Zelda's gonna fall off after Miyamoto leaves. I mean, it feels like I imagine the way things are going now with Fujibayashi, I imagine it has another good 20 years in it at least. Like it's not gonna be like a quick like turnaround or anything, but like I don't know. We've seen so many other franchises fall off that like I've never wanted to be the person who like glazes Nintendo no matter what they do, and I feel like a lot of people don't believe me when I say that, but it is true. Zelda 1, yeah. Zelda 1 is still enduring, yeah. Yeah. Every time I play it, I'm surprised with how good it is. What? But I have the Golden Gauntlets. Why am I not picking up? So you come down here, look at this. Yeah, massive economy. Yeah. Is it crazy that I've never played a Nintendo game in my life? Yes. Yeah, the new Star Wars movie is bombed. Dragon Quest 11S is out. So they released Arise and 11S. Like, man. I'm gonna have to give away my copy of 11, honestly. Ever expanding development time and scope. It's a bit strange knowing that we'll probably only receive one Zelda game per decade. Well, that's always been true though, right? If you think about it, right? So we got Ocarina of Time, then we got the lazy rehash with Majora's Mask, and then we got Wind Waker, and then we got like like Twilight Princess, like 4 years later. Like again, it's like the dev times are getting longer because like the games are getting more complicated. So I don't really have a problem with it, honestly. And plus, it stops people from like acting like these series are like milked to death or whatever. They really struggle with doing that with Tears of the Kingdom, where they tried to say it was like the same game all over again. But like, it's like, yeah, if you were the kind of person who like played Ocarina but never played Majora and never played Wind Waker, like Twilight Princess like took like what 8 years to come out. That's kind of crazy. Like plenty of people only played one of these games a decade. Damage inflicted by enemies will be reduced by half. I never understood why this one gives you twice. Because this is actually the same fairy that gives you Din's Fire by the castle in the beginning of the game. So like she's the only one that gives you 2 powers, and so I guess they can just do whatever they want, and they just don't for some reason. Maybe she just really, really hates Ganondorf, just ruining her real estate. But okay, yeah, and like Majora's Mask, it feels like people like regularly go to like talk to fairies more. It's not like in this game where they just kind of exist. It's weird. And that's the kind of thing I like about Majora's Mask is that it feels like an actual community. Macabre. One generic Mega Man. Yeah, I don't understand what the deal is with Mega Man. How hard is it to just make one good Mega Man game? I don't get it. Like, I can understand them like not wanting to milk it, like just do a Mega Man game every like 5 years or something. But like, it shouldn't take that long to do, and they shouldn't look the way they do. Like, I'm just very confused about like their structure and like what they're doing over there. Yeah, they've never recovered from Inafune leaving. And like Con Man has been like, he's been trying to fuck up everything he's been involved with. Like Mighty Number 9 was a disaster, and like he somehow got hired at like level 5 and apparently fucked them up too. He's the reason why like the girl who steals time was like why that had to get delayed and why they had to like rebuild it. Like, I can't imagine what he was trying to do with that. What is with all these like Japanese executives being assholes? Because like Yuji Naka kind of has the same vibe. Because like you have that Sega guy who's like constantly bitching about how much he hates like Yuji Naka as a human being. Because like recently there was that big like story about like Billy Hatcher getting produced and how like Yuji Naka wanted to call it like Billy Hatcher and the Giant Cock. And it's like these stories can't be real. Like I'm just like every time like it comes up, I'm just kind of like, this guy has to be salty or he fucked him over somehow. Like, I mean, it's just like I don't know. Like, Yuji Horii a really interesting personality because he's kind of like the anti-Miyamoto. He's kind of what people say Miyamoto is, where he's like a poser who like was grandfathered in to be like the face of the Sonic brand. Yeah, we still don't know like the other 7 people on the team. I imagine it was like primarily comprised of Americans actually. But like, yeah, like he was like considered the creator of Sonic, even though he's not. So like, it's like. Yeah, I still have not played Billy Hatcher. I don't believe it's ever been re-released on any console. I don't know if there's like something stopping it from coming out on other platforms. Like it's interesting that like I wanted to play that game when it came out. It was like one of those games I found interesting on GameCube, but I never played it. Never played it. Like, yeah, that's very interesting that it was that was a Sonic Team game, wasn't it? Who created Sonic? Okay, so the thing about Sonic's creation is that we don't know. It was like a team of 8 people who came together to make like a mascot platformer that could rival Mario, right? But like Sega never actually revealed any of their identities. And like the official explanation for this is that like it was to stop them from getting poached by like other creative teams. So, like, we actually don't know a lot about Sonic's initial development. But Sonic was very specifically designed to be, like, an American mascot character. So that's why he kind of resembles Mickey Mouse more than anything else. So, like, he doesn't come off like a Japanese character at all. So, like, one of the things I feel, like, especially considering his, like, lack of popularity in Japan, is that, like, I think Sega of America had way more influence onto the character than like we were led to believe, and that like a good chunk of like the team is like was like American. Like Sonic's a really interesting brand because like it's Japanese stuff was like really popular in America by the 90s. So like Sega sold themselves to the American public as like a Japanese company when they actually started in Hawaii. So like I feel as if what the hell is this? Where the man, I hate this. Yeah, I've fallen for this like dozens of times. Like every time I come in here, I do this. Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, the book's coming along well. I really need to like focus on the book more. I went out and like to the bookstore to write for the first time in like forever. I've been staying at home for the past couple of days. So I went out to write and I could not focus. I was just like, I was doing The Cattle Have Fangs and it was fucking bullshit and I hated myself. And I'm just like, gee, I wonder what you're supposed to do in this room. I love how this light temple is the closest thing we actually get to like seeing what the Temple of Light is actually like. Why the fuck does Ganondorf has a light barrier anyway? Yeah, why does he have all these barriers based on like the six sages? I'm very confused. Yeah, so the light temple seems to just be comprised of a bunch of other assets from other temples. And the light temple is a fucking joke. This is obviously a metaphor for how Reiru just gives you the medallion without you doing anything. I always hated that growing up. Like, what you mean? Like, I could have gotten like an actual light dungeon, and they just didn't give it to me. That sounds sick. Yeah, the Cattle Have Fangs. Oops. And what's with the timer still going even after it? Oh, the light one's the fake one. Okay, yeah. That is weird. Okay. I mean, that's like probably one of the most memorable things about the tower to me. Is like the fake door, but okay. Yeah, I need to get the Cattle Have Fangs done because like I was like editing it today and it looks like a disaster. Like the ending just sucks. I've like changed so much like over the past 8 months that I really worry that a lot of the characters now are kind of pointless. Because I was kind of editing like I feel like I don't know, it's complicated. I think the story in its final form is a bit too much audio focused. And I mean, she was my favorite character, or my favorite new character, I should say. So I could see why. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like I just didn't do a whole lot with like, I don't know. I just feel like the actual plot is going to come off as kind of contrived. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try to fix it. But I was seriously thinking about, like, cutting characters again, because I'm just kind of like, what exactly do some of these people... I'm just like... I'm at the point now where I'm, like, adding completely new characters and plot lines and, like... to, like, you know, just tie everything together, and it's just, like... I don't know. It's bad. It's a mess. I really desperately needed an editor for this one, I think. Doing it myself has been a nightmare. Yeah, once I finish this, I'm gonna like do the Dream Warrior, and I'm gonna get it done in like a month, and I'm gonna schedule it for release like immediately. I'm gonna like get that out like as quickly as possible, and then we'll probably move on to a new project. Yeah, I think it is gonna be Resident Evil. But yeah, we'll see. I want to study the United States government more before I do Resident Evil, honestly. Yeah, I love how you're supposed to get this with a bomb shoe, but like, how the hell are you supposed to do that? I love how whenever you need a bomb shoe, they conveniently like just give them to you, so you don't have to go back to town or whatever. How many characters have I designed in the books, or like the Cattle Have Fangs in general? Like I lost count of like my characters at this point. Like I was thinking recently that like I don't remember a lot of the characters in American Evil. Like and like that's kind of crazy. I was just like, is her name Celica or Celia? I was just like, I think it is Celia, but I was just like, I don't remember anything about her plot, and it was kind of confusing and convoluted. I was like, did she die? Like, I genuinely don't remember if I killed her off or not. I think she did, but it's like, I'm just like, I haven't gone back to check yet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like check my notes. I was like I'm going back to the books and like giving everyone birthdays actually. And like coming up with deep lore about them. Cause like that's actually something I like doing is like having characters be way more complex than like you would initially expect. So like for example, there's a character in the Cattle Have Fangs who is a master thief, but like it just never comes up in the plot. Like I was legit going to have her be a master thief, but oh shit! I actually got caught by a wall master. Wow, that has not happened in years. First time for everything, huh? To move the plot, not really. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing with all the characters. The issue, I think, is that like there's too many of them, and I don't resolve their plot lines effectively enough. Because I had all these ideas for all these characters, and they just never really, it just never really manifested in the script itself. Because like they're really interesting characters, but like the plot just isn't about them, and so a lot of like the ideas I came up with just don't have a place in the story. Is like it's the thing I'm struggling with right now, and I think the Cattle Have Fangs really struggles with that. Like I had this problem with American Evil too, but like with American Evil, I was able to like just like cut a lot of this and like just make it more about American and Soleil instead, and that kind of I think did a pretty good job. I mean, like I think it resulted in other issues because I think I got some feedback. Yeah, I got some feedback that like the you don't know the side characters enough to get attached to them. So like a lot of it comes like really quickly, and like you just don't feel invested in what's going on. So I've been really struggling with that, honestly. Like I think the way I'm gonna have to deal with it is that I'm gonna have to like have smaller casts because I like all the characters. I'm happy with all the characters, but like if they're not going to service the overall plot and they're just getting in the way, like I'm just gonna have to like not have as many. So yeah, so I think for the foreseeable future, we're gonna focus on like smaller casts. So like Dream Warrior is gonna have one protagonist. President Evil is gonna have one. Four primary characters. And I think going forward, we're gonna focus more on like individual heroes. And kind of move forward from there. We'll see, but yeah, I was very happy with with American Evil and how it turned out. But like, I really do want the next one to have a lot more emotional impact. Like, I definitely want to do that kind of thing again. But like, the problem with American Evil, I think, is that like a lot of the characters in it, a lot of people like just weren't invested in them because like they didn't read the books they first appeared in, or the books hadn't even been written a lot in certain cases. Goneril, Blackwell, and Charlotte. What is her last name? Fuck. What is her last name? Fuck. Yeah, Charlotte Harker. Like, they're Lauren Frey characters, but like I never actually finished Lauren Frey. Like, they were introduced and they do things in like the book, but like, I haven't gone back and like added them into the book yet. So it's very frustrating that like, I've done things like that just due to like, being not amateurish exactly, but like just not like just things working out the way they did. Yeah, I was seriously thinking. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think a lot of the older stuff, like the oldest material I've written. I think I'm gonna consider retconning it now, just by virtue of it just being don't know. I'm really worried about like established continuity getting in the way of what I want to do in the future, but like I don't know if that's going to happen. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm not happy with like right now how like everything seems to revolve around like Eye of the Dragon and Cruel and Beautiful specifically, or specifically Cruel and Beautiful. It's like everything is like adjacent to Cruel and Beautiful at this point when that wasn't really the intention. It was supposed to be about American Ninja, but yeah, that's. I don't think that's gonna happen now. So like, I'll probably have to like completely revise like the initial plot I came up with. We'll see. Why did Scott make the 3-hour video? It's clickbait. That's the reason why it was clickbait. And here we are talking about like the golden age, and here I am playing the greatest game ever made. And I love how you can hear the organ in the background. It's fucking Kino. Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, people, like, you know, I love Harry Potter, but it's weird how, like, you know, Joe really struggled with, like, her early, with her setting at first as well, because there's all these weird, like, contradictions and things that happen. Like, how Harry spurgs out about losing a Quidditch match, and I'm just like, bro, you didn't show up to the first one in Sorcerer's Stone, you know? But he's like, well, like, at least I showed up to this one. Like, it's like, it makes sense. Like, you understand, like, the reasoning behind it, but, like, it's like things like that just kind of bother you. I mean, it's super autistic nitpicking, but, like, I don't know. When you're that invested in a setting or a character, you do kind of notice it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's like how people do that thing where they're just like, why does Dumbledore just not explain everything to Harry? And like the answer is that, like, well, I mean, there's a good explanation for it, but like the real reason is because that's not good for the plot, really. And that seems like a very, like, you know, unrealistic reason for it. Like, it's not good enough, but like again, it's why the book is as good as it is, because she did such a good job like making it engaging and then like coming up with a method of like explaining it all at the end. Like it works. It's like a really brilliant formula, and I don't know. People get hung up on stuff like that, and I don't think you should really. Wait, did I forget to grab the key? Oops. He locked his fucking front door. I forgot to grab the key, really. But yeah, like, I feel like I still have a long way to go before I really, really, really make the kind of thing. Yeah, I got so busy talking about the Golden Age, I completely spaced the big. I don't think that's the first time I've done that either. Yeah, so I feel like I have a long way to go before I like really hit my peak, because I really kind of see like American Evil as like kind of the culmination of like a saga, kind of like One Piece, how it has all those like crazy like fights at the end and all these characters that you got invested in over like all these arcs coming together and like resolving the plot. Like American Evil was like it was like kind of like that, but like I need like a lot more world building and characters and just kind of like general ability to like kind of make it better and really make it work. Because I definitely think I have like an absolutely killer formula. It's just a matter of like fleshing out the setting more and just really truly like fleshing out the fucker really sits on top of his tower playing his organ alone. What an incel. Hello, hello. Yeah, like I just feel like I don't know. I'm not sure what my Yeah, I've been so focused on world building and doing original projects lately. I haven't even really thought about like the next end of saga kind of major fight between all these characters. Yeah, where is it? Yeah, where is it? Where is it? Nate. Man, I'm gonna laugh so hard if it's not an Ocarina of Time remake. You just know if they what a cool image. What a cool fucking image. Oh yeah, I can kind of see. Yeah, so I told this story like I think a couple of weeks ago about how like I had this false memory of how like Link is like kneeling in this sequence because I remember watching someone play this as a kid before I beat it myself, and like it kind of looks like he is from this direction, isn't it? I didn't expect they would be hidden within you two. Finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me. I hate on like how on repeat playthroughs how they just skip this and they just go straight to like the toy line. I can't get close. I'm sorry. What's she talking about? So like she's saying that like she can't lock in. So Navi's useless in this fight, which is odd, but okay. So yeah, right now, the goal is to build up like the goal right now is to do a lot of world building, build up like major antagonists, and then kind of set up like major confrontations with them. But in a lot of ways, like I feel like I haven't even really started. Like Draw the Dragon was me like trying to like demonstrate like the kind of shit that like exists in the world, but like I don't know. I just don't think I did a good job with that either. Yeah, I mean, if he didn't send Phantom Ganon after you, like you would have no idea what to do in this fight. By the way, his cape is fucking sick. Look at that thing. Did they redesign it in this version? Because this is 1.2, isn't it? Not the original Superior 1.0. Yeah, I've done this fight for so long that like I don't even remember like struggling with it really. Again, it's so simplistic by modern standards. Holy shit! You know that you've played the game way too much when you can like tell when he's about to do the ball thing. Yeah, it was gold. Wasn't it dark in like the original? Ganon grows in height, really? Well, I mean, you don't get a good look at him, honestly. Yeah, I've never noticed that, but like you never get to see the characters side by side. Like he's on top of his horse. Yeah, it's through the window and on top of his horse. Yeah, does he really get bigger? Beaten by this kid? Oh, it's the shitty green blood. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. I'll never get over it. I cry foul. Foul. It's funny how people who shield the Steam Deck are condemning it now. Yeah, absolutely. This was like the most badass thing I'd ever seen as a kid. The fact that he did this. This was a crazy ending back in the day. Like, doing this as a kid was like a mind-blowing experience. I never got to see this blind because I think I saw someone else do it. Yeah, I don't know if I saw the ending. Yeah, I saw the ending. Yeah. So I remember like entering the hall, like having the conversation, and then I remember the ending where in there in the sky. And I'm super young and I'm just kind of like watching this and I'm just like, I hope they don't kiss. It's like, oh man. Without a strong, righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods, and listen to me. This tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of the tower. We need to hurry and escape. Please follow me. Why doesn't she transform into Sheik and just like jump down like a ninja? This must be the inspiration for why she's like so out of shape in like her Zelda form. Because like she doesn't run, she does that power walking thing. I don't know if it's because of the hem of her dress or what, but like she's like power walking her way through this. Man, I love this sequence because it really makes her look like awesome. The fact that like without her you can't like get out of this situation. So wait. So the Triforce of Power has the ability to make you taller? Oh, whoops. It's so dumb when you do shit like that. What happens if you run out of time? I don't think I've ever actually like experimented to see what happens. I don't know if it gives you a cutscene or if you just die or reset. Yeah, I just love her opening these gates. I never get tired of that animation. It's so simple, and yet it just works. Yeah, the only time you get into a bad situation is because of this. Yeah, the last random encounter in the game is these assholes. Are they a bit easier than normal Stalfos? Because I remember fighting the one in the Shadow Temple, and it felt kind of rough. I couldn't beat them. Yeah, I think they do the jump slash more. Yeah, it's so fucking scary. Yeah. Like, man, I miss classic Nintendo like this. Like, stuff like Super Metroid and this, they don't do this. When was the last time we even got an escape sequence in a game? Dread had one, yeah, but Dread was not as good as Super in that regard. Yeah, this was like a Nintendo staple back in the day. Mario's never had one, has he? No. Odyssey had one, yeah. So I guess Odyssey did it, but man, I have never replayed Odyssey. I really should just start a new game in Odyssey. Honestly, just so. This might be the worst run I've had in years. Like, normally I get out at like 111, 107. I feel like I've been getting worse as I get older, because I don't remember it taking me this long. Yeah, we're across the bridge. Oh, there's a Redead here. So wait, you're telling me Zelda's like completely unaffected by Redeads? Is she fearless? But I'm the one with the Triforce of Courage. What does that mean? Yeah, 107, yeah. Yeah, awfully convenient for, like, of Ganondorf to have a back door. Yeah, I swear I used to be able to consistently get here in, like, a minute 7, with a minute 7 left. So this was, like, 7 seconds slower. Okay. Don't turn around and look at it. Yeah, we trashed Ganon's crib. Yeah, no Gerudos in that fucking castle. Unless you, like, count the Iron Knuckles. Which I guess we're right outside Ganon's door, so I guess they... They're there. I don't know. I'm kind of confused about the Gerudo's role in all this. Because this is the most antagonistic they've ever been. Like, after this, they're like a friendly race. But shout out Darkside Phil. I'll shut him out for, like, being a chat enough to shit on 007 Legends. Because I feel like most streamers are doing that thing where they're, like, shilling for it right now. It's over. It's finally over. I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. Man, I love what a Giga Chad Link is, how he immediately steps into Protector. What a Chad. Yeah, this game is like anti-girl boss in a lot of ways. I feel like this is why the game's going to be an enduring classic, because it kind of preserves like traditional fantasy gender roles, and I feel like the girl boss thing just isn't going to stick. Yeah, just amazing. I never get tired of seeing this. Never. Like, absolute peak fiction. This is something I'll be carrying with me to my grave. This was like the coolest thing ever. And I love how he's in shadow and how you can't make him out. Of course, the 3DS version ruined it, but... Of course, Link lost it like an idiot. Good thing you have the big run sword, Link, right? This time we fight together. So do we have crazy transformations like that? Can we do that? So this is actually a pretty complicated boss fight, because there's all these strats you can do and all this weird tech. I've done this so many times over the years. Honestly, probably hundreds of times. I used to fight this boss over and over again as a kid because it was just so badass. This might be my most replayed boss fight of all time. I can't think of anything I've done more of. So keto. Yeah, the original concept was going to be like a giant creature that you climb all over. But they reused the concept for Mega Leg in Mario Galaxy. They always talk about that. It's just... I don't know. I imagine they'll do it in like a Zelda game eventually, but... I don't know how they would have ever done it. Like, I mean, this is so iconic. I can't imagine this being any different. Yeah, I played this game so much. I know all of his patterns and can exploit it. Cody, the Master Sword is here. Hurry up. It's such a great final fight. Oh, you can actually punch him in the face with that. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever done that before. Okay, so you can hit him in the face when he collapses. I don't think I've noticed that before. Okay. Yeah, so his movements actually change in phase 2. So he gets quite a bit more aggressive. Yeah, Mysterious Book is so good. It's so good. Yeah, this is still like an iconic fight. This is so much better than the Link to the Past final fight. I don't see a lot of people saying this, but like, Ganon in like a Link to the Past is kind of boring. He's kind of cool in the sense where like it's not obvious how you beat him. Because I remember when I first did it, like I didn't know about the Silver Arrow, and like the whole gimmick of it was just really confusing to me. But it's like it's pretty easy to figure out. I wish it was quite a bit harder actually. Like imagine if you had to go through like a longer quest to get the Silver Arrow instead of like just bombing some random wall in the temple. It's just... I mean, games today don't have the balls to even try something like that, so I appreciate it for that reason, but... Yeah, we beat it. Yeah, he never gets up again after this. Kame. So she gets tuckered out and just lies down after that. No, I thought she collapses. No. Is that Fi? Fi's here. You can't use the ocarina here. Well. Ah, the green blood. Come on. Enough with the green fucking blood. Like, hit up a Noma. Like, we need this retcon back. Fuck the sexy women in games thing. Where's our like red blood in Zelda? Like, what were they thinking? Ancient creators of Hyrule. Wait, what? Is he implying they created the country? Like, I don't get it. Durania, Rudo, Naburu, Impa, and Saria. With our powers combined, we are Captain Hyrule. I love how, like, the game says that, like, she claims to be, like, the leader of the sages, but there's no place for her in the Chamber of the Sages. I guess maybe she, like, stands in the center where the Triforce is, but that's where you go. So, like, I don't know. Curse you, Zelda. Curse you, sages. Curse you, Cody. Someday, when this seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants. So he's already promising to come back in Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Crazy how they set that up. Crazy. Sequel baiting already. How could you? As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand. Why the fuck are we chilling in the sky? I've never understood this. Hey, it's just like Skyward Sword. I never understood this scene. Peace will once again reign in this world for a time. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the Sacred Realm. So you weren't wise. I dragged you into it too. Now it is time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time. The road between times will be closed. So yeah, she is kind of implying that, like, the future. Yeah, because the game explicitly states this. Yeah, the future does continue to exist after Link goes back in time. Okay. So, like, the reason he never shows up in Wind Waker. Okay. So it all makes sense now. Okay. Give the ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. You're gonna give it back to me for Majora's Mask, right? So they become friends, like. Go home. Regain your lost time. Home, where you were supposed to be. The way you were supposed to be. Yeah, is that why I immediately leave the forest to go find Navi and, like, end up in a completely alien world and just. Yeah, that bothers me in Majora's Mask because, like, thank you, Cody. The thing about Majora's Mask is that, like, Zelda implies that you were friends and that you were, like, chilling a lot, and that, like, I'm just like, when the fuck did that happen? Yeah, that is something I have never seen anybody explain. What the fuck was with Zant and, like, the neck break thing? Like, because, like, it's, like, the most bizarre thing I think I've ever seen in any Zelda game ever. Where, like, Zant just looks down on him, and then he cracks his neck, and then for some reason, that kills Ganondorf. I have never understood what that means. I have never understood. And I've never, like, cared to, like, look into it. I've seen people talk about it before, but it's been a long time. Like, it's just, like... Oh, yeah, so that's Ocarina of Time. The greatest game ever made, ever will be, I think, in a lot of cases. Nothing really comes close. 10 out of 10. It will endure as the true Citizen Kane of gaming, not this Last of Us crap. I'll be maintaining that until I die. All-time classic, you know, the Nintendo game that any Nintendo fan needs to play. 10 out of 10 game. One of my all-time favorites. Loved it. Tied his life force to Zant. Okay. Is that what happened? I guess. You know what would have been better if, like, Ganon just didn't exist in that game? Like, I am not a big fan of Ganon's role in that game. Yeah, okay. So everyone's at the party. Yeah, so we're going through, like, all the secrets. The Great Deku Tree Sprout can't go to the party? Holy fucking shit. Wow. Yeah, look at these absolute chads. Mocap directors. This game use mocap, really? So Epona's set free. Yeah, she's still wandering around. Surely she's going home. So Malin dies alone in this timeline then, huh? Because, like, Link goes back. So does that mean he grows up and marries Malin in that timeline then? Okay, so we were actually talking about the bomb shop girl because I thought she had died because I don't think she reappears, but yeah, look who's... Yeah, the Zoras are unfrozen. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Ingo and Talon. Why the fuck is he partying? He was a big Ganondorf shill. The biggest in the game. Okay, how are the Kokiri out of the forest? I legit thought this was non-canon for a long time. Yeah, fucking Seikon's there. I mean, no, it's not Seikon in this game, but, like... Yeah, the red and blue guys are away. Yeah, Guru, Running Man. Why... Look at this. What? Oh, yeah. Bomb Shop Girl. There she is. She's in the background. She looks bored out of her mind. Oh, who are these fucking homos? Where'd they all come from? Yeah, look at all these shopkeepers. Yeah, happy mask salesman. I never understood, like... I guess he just never found Majora's Mask. So I guess Majora's Mask still exists in the adult timeline then. Yeah, so the bomb shop girl is still alive. She's confirmed. Is she? Can you find her somewhere? Is she in the map somewhere? I'm kind of surprised they threw her in the background. Oh, look at them. They're sad. Hey, wait a minute. So they're sad, but, like, Cody the Goron isn't? Oh, maybe that's him. Yeah, so maybe he's dancing. Okay. I hate how Cody the Goron isn't, like, a more prominent character, because, like, He's an absolute. What does he say after you beat the Fire Temple? Actually, I have not. I don't think I've talked to anybody in Goron City in years. Man, what a cool shot! What absolute peak fiction. Hiroshi Yamauchi. Oh man, the absolute goat. Both village leader. Well, like no, they're mourning Saria and Rudo specifically because they're not coming back. So that's why Cody not being there is weird. It's because they're thinking about their loved ones. Only Dampy and that one guard died. No, the little kid in the graveyard, like he's not accounted for. No, come on. Like we do not see a single guard after Ganon took over. Okay, like there's a ton of people in the city that we don't see. Like Ganon killed a lot of people. Like a ton of them. Yeah, she just leaves. See you in Twilight Princess, Navi. Like, I don't get that. So, you're telling me she goes to hide in, like, deeper in the temple? According to Twilight Princess? Like, I don't know. It's just... That choice of window is very suspect. Why does she leave? I don't understand. And he's just like... I have never understood this. I've always wondered, like, why he comes back to see Zelda specifically. So, like, does she send him back before they meet for the first time? Because look how surprised she is. Oh, man. Every time I see this image, I choke up. Yeah, this gets me emotional. It really does. Yeah, I wonder if I'll ever, like, have that much of an emotional impact on someone. I don't think so, but... Yeah, it's weirdly elegant. I can't really put it into words. And the fact that they don't, like, go into, like, what actually happened after this is just mind-blowing. It's crazy. I think, I don't know, probably... Yeah, she said go home, but instead he went to her. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, I've always hated how the game, like, doesn't continue after this. I was, like, confused by the concept when I first beat it, because, like, Star Fox 64 resets, right? But yeah, like, old school Nintendo games, they do this thing where they don't go back to the title screen and they just linger, and it has this really weird, like, impactful effect on you. It's kind of crazy. It's like Paper Mario does it too, and it's just like it just really leaves you with this, like, you know, emotional feeling. It's every time I beat it, I get choked up. It's great. Hey, what? That was the Scarecrow song. What? What the fuck was that for? Yeah, very unfortunate. It just ends. It's one of those things you wish would just go on forever, but yeah. Yeah, the greatest piece of media I'll probably ever consume on there. So yeah, of course we got to play the sequel, which is nothing fucking like it. Did we start a new playthrough? I think we did. I think we might have started a new playthrough already. Yeah, I don't think I've played this since it got re-released. How long has it been? I want to say it's been like I didn't get all the heart beats as well. Should we start a new file or? Yeah, I think we're gonna start a new file. Yeah, that's old school Majora's Mask bullshit. This is the moment that I think a lot of people grew to really fucking hate Majora's Mask. What do you mean I only have 2 save files? I was just super confused when I saw this. Like, their echo's a legend held dearly. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Hold the crazy. Wait a minute. Their echo's a legend. No, it's based on the. I always wondered where they came up with this dialogue, but like, hang on, okay. So yeah, this is actually my personal favorite Zelda commercial of all time. Really weird commercial for a lot of reasons. But yeah, look at this.
In the land of Hyrule,
Love the narration.
there echoes a legend. A legend held dearly by the royal family.
That's the exact same line. Held dearly by the royal family that tells of a boy who, after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from the land that had made him a legend. So, okay, the first line is the same, but they change it.
That tells of a boy who became a man. He embarked on a great journey to the deepest, darkest corners of the earth, battling the forces of evil.
Who is this girl?
Testing the limits of his will.
This commercial is so badass.
All to fulfill his destiny.
This blew my mind growing up. Oh man, it's so good.
Which is, above all else, to save me.
Yeah.
Product not yet rated.
Yeah, crazy. So that's the Wind Waker. So that's the Wind Waker commercial. So first of all, they used like a line from Majora's Mask, okay, to use as a setup for the commercial. Okay, fine, whatever. But they also put her in a hood and robe. Don't show her face, which more strongly resembles Twilight Princess. Like, it doesn't look like Wind Waker at all, and it's like. It's the most badass fucking thing like ever. Yeah, TP Zelda used her look. I know, right? Like, I was shocked when I saw that look for the first time because I'm just like, that's the one from the commercial. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Like, I don't know what Zelda commercials these days look like. I don't know if they air them on TV. It feels like they don't. But like, yeah, that shit was keynote. I hated when they moved away from like having like commercials on TV because I used to always like seeing them. Like, man, it's crazy. Yeah, the stupid like Star Fox Command in a theater commercial is like 20 years old now. Like, if you think about it, like that's fucking crazy. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite video game ads ever. Like, fucking love that commercial. Oh, hang on, I need to change it back. A journey in search of a beloved and invaluable friend. I love how this game is built on this idea that like you're looking for Navi, and yet like it never explains why she fucked off, and like it doesn't even explicitly state it is her. So like in theory, like I don't know, this might not be a sequel to Ocarina. Like in theory, maybe it's a sequel to A Link to the Past, and like maybe like I don't know. This is bullshitting, but like for the GBA port, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to like do a deep dive on like Zelda commercials because yeah, this game, it's interesting how this runs on the same engine as Ocarina, but like it has such a visual upgrade when it comes to the environments. And like Link himself looks quite a bit more detailed, especially the shield. And like I think he's a little bit taller in this. And I don't know why the shield design is different. I know, right? Like, I've always been an advocate for, like, Ocarina 3. Because, like, I think they really need to, like, come back and bring the character back for a real climax, but... This guy. Yeah, Pono looks great, yeah. Would a horse realistically just stand around like that? Hey, he plays a flute in Ocarina. Does he not really not know how to play an ocarina? He knows Saria. He knows Saria's song. Yeah, the character in this game is so far removed from Ocarina. It's like... If they remake Ocarina, how much do you want to bet if they, like, they try and, like, actually make the connection between the two characters more clear? I'm not impressed. Look at that expression on his face. He's so pissed. Yeah, this game pissed me off. Like, this is not a game for kids, is kind of my mindset on it. Because I beat Ocarina by the time I picked this up. And I believe Wind Waker as well. Like, so I was not like a... I was not like an amateur to Zelda when I first played this. And I could not get past, like, the first area. I really struggled with it. And, like, something about the tone really threw me off. And, like, for me personally, like, it's a really hard game to get into, I think. Is it the same Skull Kid? Yes, explicitly. Yeah, so this game, like, pretty explicitly, like, clarifies that. Because he does recognize Saria's song, and he does know you're from the forest and all that. Yeah, so this is, like, somewhere in the forest. Yeah, this area always frustrates me, because, like, how are we in this enclosed space? And there's a Keaton here, too, you can't unlock. Like, I never like it when you start a game in an area that you can't really go back to. Majora's is weird like that. Because most Zelda games don't do this. I can't think of any others that do, actually. Because, like, usually you can go back to everywhere in the map. If you want, but... Yeah, are there any Zelda games that are structured like this? I don't think so. Well, I guess Wind Waker, you can't go back to the pirate ship. You can never find it again. That pisses me off. Why can't you find the pirate ship in Wind Waker? Because you're telling me that, like, Errol's just dicking around on there being a pirate for no reason? Like, just take her home. Like, what's the big deal? Like, I don't know why they dragged that out for so long. Whatever. Like, the pirates do nothing to help you after, like, after they get, like, after they save the girls from the... Oh, that's such a good shot. It doesn't listen to a word that's said to it. There's no point in writing a thing like that, so I did you a favor and got rid of it. Man, this pissed me off that he, like, fucked with Epona. Like, what an asshole. Look at these glowing eyes. I just thought I'd have a little fun with you. You really think you can beat me as I am now, fool? Yeah? I'm the hero of time. Majora's isn't shit. Let's be real. Like, if Link had the Master Sword, he would have, like, ended this game in, like, 3 seconds. It like, never would have happened. Like, the only reason that this ever became such a problem is because he wasn't, like, he doesn't have all of his stuff. Oh, the ghost ship? Really? I mean, it'd be cool if you could go back to Kokiri Forest at least. I mean, I think a big issue with the discourse in this game is that, like, a lot of fans have this idea that, like, the game being darker than Ocarina automatically makes it better. And that's, like, a mindset that I really can't get behind. So you're telling me the entire plot of this game hinges on this fact that, like, Tattle can't open a door, and he doesn't think to, like, wait for her? This is such a weird plot aspect. This is the only reason she joins you, by the way. Because of this fucking door. I wouldn't have gotten separated from my brother. A helpless little girl is asking you. Yeah, so a lot of people like Tattle a lot more than Navi because she has a lot more spunk. Navi comes off like she's like some university professor or something, but don't leave me behind. I apologize. So take me with you. So you're telling me that Tail couldn't wait for like 5 seconds for me to open the door? Please? It's nice to meet you, or whatever. Yeah, like, I mean, this is a direct sequel to Ocarina, but, like, it doesn't really feel like one. You know what I mean? It's, like, it's really weird tone-wise, and I just don't... I just don't understand, like, their mindset in making this, because people forget, like, this was a really polarizing game for a long time, and in a lot of ways, it's kind of like the modern Zelda 2, where, like, people overhyped it for a long while because it was so controversial, but these days, I think it's kind of regained its, like, status as being kind of a polarizing title, because, like, it's just, a lot of it is just not that much fun to play, honestly. Like, Ocarina, I can go back to, like, over and over again and always have fun with it. But for this one, it's like, for me, oh, that's fucking crazy. Like, what is Skull Kid gonna do, really? Like, Tail is just like... Yeah, Skull Kid doesn't seem to give a shit about, like, Tattle not being with him. It's just weird. Yeah, of all the things you could have turned into in this game, they chose a Deku Scrub. Like, the lamest fucking thing imaginable. So yeah, apparently, it's strange, but the way you look right now sort of looks like this tree. It looks all dark and gloomy, almost like it could start crying in a second. So could you come back and, like, play the song for it? Like, I don't understand. Like, the Happy Mask Salesman doesn't do shit. It's still dead by the end of the game, actually. So, like, apparently what Skullkid did was, like, transport this thing onto you as a mask somehow. So, like, he can apparently do that, but, like, I don't know. Hey, look, it's the Forest Temple again. I've never understood this door. Yeah, the water wheel. I wish this was like a legit HQ. I hate how, like, the clock tower just feels like this completely derelict, empty space. The only thing that happens in it is that the Happy Bass salesman just stands here and is creepy. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? It was a DV game, really. Yeah, the dungeons are awful in this. I own the Happy Mask shop. So yeah, he is from Hyrule, yeah. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am at a loss, and now I found you. Now don't you think me rude, but I have been following you. I can't believe they made a game about a completely random NPC in Ocarina. To your former self. Apparently this guy was based off of Miyamoto, of all people. To someone like you, it should be by no means be a difficult task. Does he know that I'm the hero? I'm a very busy fellow, and I must leave this place in 3 days. Wait, what? Why can't he just go get it himself? Yeah, there's a Mario one. Gotta love the Mario mask. Yeah, he's kind of a weird character. Well, like that's obviously not the case because you can go back and see them in the child timeline, and they're still there. So like in the child, well, maybe not Naboru. Naboru might be fucked, but like the rest of them are like they're still very present in the child timeline. You can go back and talk to any of them. So like yeah, they don't ascend to a higher plane of existence in the child timeline. So they don't really awaken as sages in that timeline. So yeah, I wasn't gonna play this right away, but it's been a while since I have played this. So he gives me the creeps. So Tattle is the one who does it. The Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. If she was with Skull Kid the entire time, how does she not know all the crazy shit he's been up to? Like, I don't get it. She talks like she has no idea. Well, Ganondorf caused the problems, if you remember. So, like, with no Ganondorf, there's no problems. You know what I really don't understand? Who wrote the letter in Princess Ruto's bottle? Because if you read it, like, the letter is signed with Princess Ruto's name, and it explains that she was swallowed by Jabu Jabu, but, like, she claims she has no idea who wrote it. Oh, shit, what the fuck? Why is he zipping like that? Has he always been that fucking fast? Why was he that? What the hell was that? Yeah, I don't have any Groundhog Day scenarios planned. I don't know. I really would like to play around the concept. Right now, I'm actually thinking about a time travel thing, but it's not in production or anything. And it won't be like this. The Zora mask back with him so they could breed Princess Ruto. Like, apparently you don't need Highlands and Zoras can interbreed, like, according to Breath of the Wild. Like, that's canon now. So, like, that's actually one of the weird things. Like, everyone assumed it wasn't actually biologically possible back in the day, but apparently it totally is, according to Breath of the Wild. But, like, okay. Yeah, I was not planning on playing this. Like, I don't don't know if I've ever started playing this immediately after beating Ocarina in my life, but. So you're telling me that, like, Ganondorf was capable of, like, forging a child's handwriting so that even her dad was fooled? That doesn't make any sense. So, like, Ruto had the... No. She dropped the sapphire in Jabu Jabu, okay? And then she went in after it. So, like, why didn't Ganondorf just go in after it and just fucking kill Jabu Jabu and take it back? I don't get it. Could he not, like, get to Jabu Jabu? Like, I don't know. So he knew about, like, the sapphire getting consumed, and he knew about, like, Ruto's dedication to it, but, like, and I grew careless. Yeah, they don't explain certain things about the plot in these games. Yeah, if I'm spurging out about, like, Ocarina, I can't imagine how much I'm going to spurg out about Majora's, which is way more convoluted. Yeah, that's what I thought too, but, like, she has quite a lot of dialogue. You must not underestimate that child's powers, kind young one. Yeah, the thing about yeah, she specifically doesn't want people to know that she lost it. So she wouldn't, like, write the note, and that's the issue, is that she won't leave. Like, yeah, she explicitly says that she can leave whenever she wants, but, like, she specifically won't because she's trying to get the sapphire back. So that's why it's weird, is that, like, they don't give an actual explanation as to, like, what happened. Not bad for a Deku script. This game and its casual racism. Maybe I'll tell you what it is. I hate how you can't guess it. It's always randomly generated. Are you ready? I'll teach you the code. Yeah, this takes forever to figure out on a first playthrough, but, like... Man, running this game and never getting past Clocktown is, like, the worst feeling in the world. Like, I did that, like, a couple of times. I was, like, so fed up with it. I would see images on, like, the back of the box about, like, you know, the swamp and all this crazy shit that I would never fucking see because I couldn't beat it. The one in TP at the Cloister of Trials. Oh, yeah, the topless one. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. She's the best Great Fairy by far. Wait, no. Is that... Are we talking about the same fairy? The TP, yeah. Cloister? Isn't it called, like, the Cave of Ordeals? Yeah, that's the Cave of Ordeals, isn't it? Whatever. But yeah, I'm a fan of her and her topless ways. Here we go. Yeah, we wouldn't see anything like that today. I'm just like, that just seems like peak Japanese, like, getting shit, like, done that never would have happened in America. Never would have fucking happened. Wait, where's the fourth one? Yeah, there's none in South. What? Yeah, everyone's moving faster. Wait. Is this game running at a higher frame rate? Yeah, that's interesting if, like... Yeah, it's crazy how they took one of the most worthless characters in Ocarina of Time and made him into a central banker character. Yeah, it does feel like the game is running a little bit faster than it should. Just a little bit. Yeah, so this is actually an example of how, like, the frame rate running too high can actually make a game actively worse. I thought he was over here. Where is the last one? Cyberpunk has the worst acronym. The first 3-day cycle is sped up compared to the following? Really? I have never noticed that. Is that really true? No scrubs. Holy shit! That is like a once-in-a-lifetime code. 54321. Gee. That is fucking crazy. That is a really rare combination. So wait, this kid gets to stand guard while everyone else gets to fuck around? Man, I love the bombers. I wish they did a lot more in the game. I mean, Majora's Mask 3D expanded their role a little bit because the Bomber's Notebook was so radically improved, so you could like keep track of people's schedules and stuff. I don't know how it works in this game. I think it's convoluted in this game. Their code isn't very secure. I know. Well, the code's randomized, so like it's different every time. So like this is a really rare occurrence where it's like, you know, like that. It's not supposed to be like that, but like you don't even have 3 days left. Bro, like 3 whole days is like a long fucking time. I keep skipping through the text when I probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, I really prefer a lot of these, like, the personalities and the characteristics of, like, the Ocarina. How the hell did he bend it that low? Well, like, it's a telescope. And he saw me, too. Yeah, I love this game. It's just Pokemon cards. I haven't bought any in a while. It's going to be a while, I think, before I buy more. I have so many other things I want to get first. Like, I want that Velvet Crow figurine. I just right now I'm focused on like making more money on YouTube. So I don't want to spend money on superfluous stuff right now. Shaking his butt. I know, right? Yeah, back in the day, there were all these like video essays like about how like Link was dead the entire time in this game. And like I explicitly remember this being a thing, but like with like old pre-2010 YouTube. But like I swear I can't seem to find any of like the older like early examples of it. Like every time you try, you end up with like game theory and shit like that. Stuff that's like way more modern. I specific like I remember there being like some 5-hour documentary about how Link is dead. Maybe I could chat GPT. Let's see. Okay. No. Yeah. So ChatGPT says like game theory, but no, I remember an older stage of that. Yeah, like it. So like ChatGPT can't seem to find it. Yeah, ChatGPT is retarded. Yeah, I remember it being around. So ChatGPT, yeah, it just scrapes like the search engines and comes up with like the quickest source. Like it can't actually dig deep and like research things. And I've noticed this before because like I explicitly told it, yeah, I specifically want the versions of the theory before game theory, but like no, it just goes and it cites game theory when I specifically told it not to. Because yeah, like that was not the earliest version of the theory. Like I explicitly remember there being earlier versions of it. Yeah, this guy is weirdly racist towards you. Yeah, this guy is like the fisherman in OT, but like the fisherman's a way more popular character. He's probably like the only example of of um of a Ocarina of Time character that's more popular than the Majura's counterpart. Yeah, I mean, even today, people call the Cuckoo Lady Anju, even though that's not really her name. I don't think Cafe has an Ocarina equivalent, actually. Yeah, it's crazy how quickly this goes by when you know what you're doing. And the worst thing about this is that you still have to wait a couple of minutes before you can go up there. Yeah, the Stalfos thing is dumb. I'm not a big fan of the idea that the hero Shade in like Twilight Princess is the hero of time specifically. Outside, it's kind of dangerous. I love how people are still minding their shifts at their jobs. Yeah, the bombers never leave. Everybody else is freaking out, but the bombers don't do anything. Yeah, there's all these interesting dialogue options that you don't tend to like see a whole lot. So I didn't know about the bridge. Yeah, I really genuinely couldn't figure this out as a kid. Yeah, I remember having to wait as a kid and it just being like excruciating. You're telling me I have to wait like 5 minutes for this? Basically, people. I'm curious if they're ever going to re-release it. Like, I don't think it's ever going to happen. They don't consider the game's canon, so. I mean, they did the Virtual Boy, but like the Virtual Boy was like, I mean, that was an actual Nintendo product, so we'll see. Hey, can you emulate Faces of Evil? Yeah, I swear I don't remember that. I swear it doesn't feel any it didn't feel any faster back in the day. I don't think we'll beat this in a while. I'm not super fired up about playing it. How does Tail know about this? Like, I don't understand how Tail knows things that Tattle doesn't know the first thing about. Yeah, it starts at 5 minutes. I love how he just lets you do it. So wait, so does he not have the ocarina when you, like, turn the clock back? Princess Zelda gave you this precious instrument. Well, she took it back at the end of Ocarina. So what, she gave it back? It's a good thing you kept this one instead of the useless fairy ocarina that Saria made for you with her own 2 hands. You are already living this land of Hyrule, aren't you? Yeah. I love how we're going to Zelda and not Saria, you know, our actual friend. Wait, is she taller than me in this? I feel like I've known you forever. I'll never forget the days we spent together in Hyrule. What days? Like, I spoke to you once in a courtyard. That's it. We have no interaction after that. I'll never forget that time I turned around and threw an ocarina into the rug. What is she talking about? I guess you did things together after the ending to Ocarina, but they don't explain it, and it just comes off as really weird. Like, what are you talking about? We're not friends. We never were. And I believe in my heart that a day will come when I shall meet you again. Yeah. And you never show up in this game. Until that day comes, please take this. Is this a foreshadow for Ocarina 3? I am praying that your journey be a safe one. Remember this song. This reminds me of us. The Song of Time specifically? Like, I just don't get it. So, like, it's such a weird... Okay. So, like, apparently you just unlock the Ocarina's powers that it's mysteriously always had. I guess you're just doing the same thing that Zelda did in Ocarina, because you don't actually place the Master Sword. She just sends you back. You remember the Song of Time? You forgot it? Lingering on the edges of your mind is a song of memories of Princess Zelda. What are you talking about? She will aid you. So I think traditionally, we assumed that, like, the goddess of time was Nehru, you know, because of the association with Zelda. But, like, honestly, with current lore, I think it's debatable. It might be Zelda herself, because she is supposed to be, like, the incarnation of the goddess Hylia, you know, and she's the Sage of Time. Like, it kind of makes sense. That would actually be really interesting if it's actually Zelda that's, like, resetting the timeline over and over again every time you play it. But yeah, we'll see. Again, there's a parallel with that with her powers, isn't it? Because she does that in the ending Ocarina. Goddess of Time, help us, please. We need more time. It's interesting how you can, like, come up with these weird alternate interpretations to this kind of thing. Zelda, yeah, I'm very excited. You know, I wonder if they're gonna have weird lore in that game too. Because the Mario movie added some weird lore with like the Peach and Rosalina thing. Yeah, why would he forget the Song of Time, the most iconic like song in Ocarina of Time? I love how Zelda's Lullaby is like the big iconic like theme for the franchise or for the character, but like the Song of Time is associated with these games specifically. It's really interesting how that happens. So wait. So does he actually go through this again? No way, that's too far. Okay, we'll start at the beginning of the first day. Well, like, Saria's gonna be a child indefinitely. So unless you have a lolicon fetish, like, Saria's not an option. Like, I don't even know if, like, Kokiri breeds sexually. I don't think they do. Because, like... That instrument, what are you? I love how Tattle is, like, the only character in Zelda history who realizes that, like, the random shit Link pulls out of his ass is insane. Because, like, what typically happens is that, like, people just accept it, or they just kind of, like, they don't know anything happens. Like, you go through all of Twilight Princess without a single person outside of, like, maybe, like, the Resistance group, like, knowing a single thing about your accomplishments. And, like, yeah, meanwhile, Tattle is just, like, watching you pull off all these insane bullshit moves, like, right out of your ass. It's insane. Well, Zelda's Lullaby has been around forever. It's, I believe it actually premiered in A Link to the Past, so it's always been Zelda's theme. Yeah, where was its first appearance? It might have been Zelda 2, actually. I don't think it was the original. Let's see. Zelda Lullabies first appears in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Wrong. Before Ocarina of Time, Zelda's like A Link to the Past had Zelda-related melodies, but they weren't the same composition. What? What are you talking about? I'm sure it's in A Link to the Past. Yeah. So fucking ChatGPT is fucking retarded and doesn't know the first thing about anything. What are you talking about? That is just wrong. This is Zelda's Lullaby. Yeah, that is Zelda's Lullaby. What are you talking about? Yeah, ChatGPT. Is it just me, or is ChatGPT getting worse? Because like every time I ask it any question, it gives me like completely wrong information, and I'm autistic enough to like see through it. Like I don't trust it anymore. Like every time I try to use it, it's like it just ends up with this like complete retardation. Like, oh yeah, Zelda's Lullaby that debuted in Ocarina. No, it didn't. Yeah, he doesn't ask about the mask. Please play this song that I'm about to perform and remember it well. I don't know why he didn't just do this to begin with. Because he doesn't take the mask back first before like upending his end of the deal. Link's uncle. Man, I am frustrated that like Link's uncle is not like some reoccurring character. I don't know. He's not even in A Link Between Worlds. Like that was their big shot to like make him a thing, but no, you're just working for some blacksmith. I get the idea that they don't generally want Link to have like direct family, but like I'm really attached to like characters like Errol and like Link's grandma, and it's just Now I have fulfilled my promise. So please give me that which you promised me. This is so awkward. He's so mad. Something terrible will happen, you think? It is called Majura's Mask. It is an accursed item from legend that is said to have been used by an ancient tribe in its hexing rituals. Like, doesn't that sound an awful lot like the Twilight? Evil and wicked power is bestowed upon the one who wears that mask. Yeah, it's interesting how like you don't get a lot of insight as to like what the mask is exactly, but I feel it. It went to great lengths to get that legendary mask, and when I finally had it, I could sense the doom of a dark omen brewing. It was that unwelcome feeling that makes your hair stand on end. It does, doesn't it? Yeah. That imp has it. Believe in your strengths. Believe. So what's the deal with the Happy Mask salesman? He's going around finding like legendary doomsday devices. It's kind of fucked up. Like, I don't understand why Tattle doesn't know all this already. Because she was there when like he stole the mask. Like you see it happen. Oh, really? You don't even have to like learn the song. You can just do it. Wow. I think we're gonna save it. Yeah, I mean it's been a long time since I played the game. I think I am ready for a replay through of good old Majora's. Yeah, I have not played this. I think it came out in 2020, so it's been a while. I have not played it at all since then. So. All right. Is there any other N64 games to play? 1080, Pokemon Stadium. Yeah, I love Twilight Princess. Mario 64. Man, I feel like I've played Mario 64 and like Star Fox to death. I really need to play more Sin and Punishment. I don't know why I haven't. I don't like the controls. I mean, I guess I could do it on the Pro controller. Man, I just missed the Wii Virtual Console controller for that. Love Sin and Punishment. Oh yeah, GoldenEye. Yeah. Yeah, I played a little bit of GoldenEye. Off stream. I was like, I recorded some footage to use in my First Light video so I could make fun of it. GoldenEye is way better than First Light, by the way. Yeah, I'm curious if this game is ever going to have like a resurgence of popularity, because I feel like people really underestimate like how good this game actually is. Because I was playing through it on agent difficulty, and I got all the way to like the frigate. So like it's not a hard game on the lower settings, but like it's still a lot of fun. Yeah, I was so confused about Ash being in Pokemon Puzzle League. Yeah, that game is really weird because that's actually that was actually a Pokemon game licensed by 4Kids, which is why it has like the anime characters in it. It's not something that would happen today, but First Light is good. I've heard. Like the female lead gets the better bond, right? Yeah, where are we? Okay, Streets. Supposedly Streets is like the worst level in. Wait, I've never beaten Jungle? I swear I beat Jungle last time I played. I swear I did. Yeah, I thought it was on control. I guess I rage quit and I... Yeah, so this... Okay. So I was stuck on Jungle, apparently. Yeah, this game is, like, so crazy. I don't understand how anybody, like, could dislike it, really. Yeah, the turrets just piss me off. Yeah, you can see why I'm getting frustrated with this. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, once you know what you're doing, you can, like, breeze through these stages, but, like, I've never been able to, like, get good at this game. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I think I might stop and just go to bed soon. I kind of want to watch Bond. I think I might plug in my Xbox and pop in some GoldenEye. Like the actual movie. Yeah, it's really frustrating to me that, like, I've never really done everything in this game. I have beaten it on Agent, but I've never been able to beat it on the higher settings, and it's just one of those situations where I've played this game a lot, but, like, I've never been able to adapt to, like, what the game asks of you, really. It's just one of those situations where, like, I just don't know how to play it, really. Yeah, every time I play it, I just end up embarrassing myself. The season 1 Pokemon. Yeah, it's so weird that, like, it's so weird to think about, like, how Ash, Misty, and Brock aren't really a thing. And it's like, it's entirely an invention of the anime. Because, like, Brock and Misty have nothing to do with each other. And, like, Ash doesn't exist in, like, any other continuity. Like, I remember playing Pokemon Masters and just being, like, baffled by it. Like, you know, Misty having a different voice and, like, weird shit. Like, Brock has, like, rock hard abs for some reason. I was playing it, I'm just like, what the fuck is this? It's all, like, it takes place in the game continuity, right? So, like, I was just kind of, like, put off by some of the decisions they made. Like, they do that thing I hate when they pretend like Lusamine is a good mom. Because that shit pisses me off. I can't stand that bullshit. You're going to do that to my girl? Just like, ugh. Lusamine is my waifu, by the way, if you didn't know. I hate Lily with a passion, but, like, I love Lusamine. I guess we would just abuse Lily together. Okay. Yeah, who's the dad, anyway? Yeah, Lily annoyed me so much in Sun and Moon. I love Sun and Moon in general, but, like, the thing that really pissed me off about it was, like, how they really, really wanted you to give a shit about Lily. And I just remember, like, getting so upset with that stupid scene where she's scared to cross a bridge, and then she does it, and then the music swells, and I'm just like, holy fucking shit. Like, it's, like, one of the only times I've ever felt like Pokemon was becoming too childish for me. I don't know. I think it's a problem they're dealing with now. I feel like these days they're making more stuff with older players in mind, like Legends and stuff like that. But yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, that's really funny. I don't know. Like, Americans hated Tracy though. Like even today, I keep hearing stories about kids watching the anime for the first time, and then like Brock leaves, they all get really upset, and then like Tracy leaves, and like nobody gives a shit. You know, like I was kind of like that, like honestly, because I was kind of like, oh yeah, Tracy, and then like he gets replaced, and it's like nobody gives a fuck. Brock's back. That's so weird that like they spent an entire season without Brock. Man, I barely remember anything in Orange Islands. It's been forever since like I've watched it. I remember like the Charizard episode where like he unfreezes it and like the ending where he wins, but like I don't know. I don't remember a whole lot else. I need to get back into that show, honestly. I've been aching to get back into it. I just never have. It's just one of those things where like it just to me it feels like Pokemon is just never gonna be like the same once you're like out of the target age range. Honestly, like that's kind of my mentality on it now. Like I'm actually approaching a lot of shows and like movies today as if like they're gonna be the last time I ever watch them. So like it's you know, because I am older now, and it's just I don't know. It's kind of depressing, but like I don't really see myself as a child anymore. So I don't know. I don't know. I still like all that stuff, and I just. I don't know. For a long time I was just obsessed with the Pokemon anime because like I kind of saw it as like a symbol of my lost childhood because I was never able to watch the show growing up, and like I saw like an episode maybe once and then never again, and I was just super attached to it, and like so much of it was like, you know, the highlight of my day, honestly. And yet like now it's like I don't know, it's just it feels like the show doesn't really live up to that, to the hype I had for it, honestly. Like if I had been able to watch it whenever I wanted growing up, I don't know. I don't know if I would have been a fan or not. Because I feel like, you know, in high school you're kind of pressured to like not watch stuff like that. Because like back then it felt like nobody still watched the show. And that's actually the main reason I never watched like Black or White or Diamond and Pearl, is that it just felt like, you know, even when like Battle Frontier was airing, I was just kind of like, I think I'm too old for this. And I really, really genuinely enjoyed it. And I was just so frustrated by this mindset that like other people would like fuck me over if they found out about it or something. And like I've just never been able to get out of that mindset. And like I eventually broke that control over me when it came to like the games themselves and like the Nintendo hardware. But like when it came to like shows like that, I never really moved past it, honestly. I know, yeah. Like it does such a good job at world building. Yeah, yeah. I remember just being blown away by those video phones. Yeah, that just blew my mind as a kid. Yeah, Pokemon's interesting because like I remember watching it and it's like I don't know. It's weird because like I don't remember what the appeal of it was really. Was it like the colors or like the characters or like what? But I definitely stuck with it and really loved it. Yeah, definitely my favorite show growing up. Yeah, I don't know. Like one of the things I had a problem with Pokemon was that like season 1, just early Pokemon feels way different than the rest of it because of like of how Ash like he's kind of an asshole and like he's immature and stuff like that. Like later on, it becomes more like he becomes more kind-hearted, and like I feel like that is kind of the soul of the character, and like it's just more realized. I don't know. It's interesting, but I had a problem with that. Like I just felt like Ash wasn't really himself anymore when like he started growing up more, and like I don't know. I just didn't. I just felt like it just didn't work. The episodes on the Game Boy Advance cards? No, I never did. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't release that many. Like, I actually looked into it a while back. I think there were like 6 total. Like, I felt like it was way more than that when that came out. No, I never owned those. Yeah, I saw those and I was instantly just like, yeah, that's gonna fail, and it did. Yeah, how many did they release? Like, I think they did Pokemon. I think they did a couple episodes of SpongeBob. Like, are they floating around anywhere? Like, I'm curious if that's like the case. I was wondering about the picture quality and like the sound, like if it actually sounded like it did on the TV. Because I don't know, man. I can't imagine a Game Boy Advance cartridge could hold an entire episode of Pokemon. And it was a weird experiment, to be sure. And they never really did anything like that again. Like, they don't even have like Netflix on Switch these days. Like, they don't want like these multimedia companies on board with them. I think because they demand like licensing fees or something. Because I think this is something they don't tell you about Netflix, is that like they do charge these companies to have their devices on the platform. So I think Nintendo's not willing to play ball with that, and they shouldn't. It's a stupid thing to do. But yeah, the costs for this kind of stuff really add up. And, like, everybody already has this stuff anyway, so it's not really a big deal. Yeah, remember when the Switch 2 was coming out and people were spurting out about Netflix not being on it? I mean, I remember when, like, the Wii was really notorious for having Netflix. And, like, the meme then was that, like, Netflix was, like, the best exclusive on Wii. It's like these, nothing they do, like, really... Man, I love this city. Oh, man, I just love this. Oops, I always do that. I just love this, like, this close. It's so great. Did I actually win? Oh, wow. Well, I was playing on normal, I think, so. Yeah, I actually won. Wow. Crazy. That's a really good final level. I love that stage. But yeah, that was the lowest difficulty setting. Man, I really hope someday we get a new 1080. I really hope we do. I'd love to see it come back, but I really doubt it will. It just feels way too niche, but
you did a good job.
I don't know. I'm pulling for it to come back. Shrek the movie? Really? Huh. I don't remember that at all. Oh, I'm not a Shrek fan. I have nothing but contempt for your stupid, subversive, like, bullshit. I don't know. I feel like Shrek is, like, low-key, like, one of the most woke movies ever made.
Welcome. Rob Haywood versus Dion Blaster. Ready? Go! Oh.
Mario Sports. What do you mean? What do you want? Yeah, it'd be really nice to get develop the skill set so I can beat this on hard every single time, because every time I play it, I really struggle beating it. It always feels like I'm not quite like there yet. I don't know if it's my play style or if it's like the... Oh, man, I hate it when that happens. I had that one. All right, shit. I got scammed there. Yeah, I think I'm done. I guess we can play some Sin and Punishment. We really need to play Sin and Punishment. Like, I've played Star Fox 64 to death, and yet Sin and Punishment I haven't played in, like, forever. Yeah, last time I played, like, Star Successor, I kind of, I just got bored and stopped. I don't know. Like, it sucks that Star Successor is probably the last game Treasure's ever going to put out. It's such a Kino experience. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why, but like, this is always the stage I start on. Like, every time I boot the game up, it's always this fucking stage. So yeah, I feel like the Wii Virtual Console controller is like way better suited for this. It's been like the N64 controls are garbage. I can't imagine ever playing this on an actual N64 controller. I don't think I ever will, but yeah, this is like the most anime fucking thing that exists. If you've never played Sin and Punishment, like, you are missing out. This is like one of the best Nintendo games ever, and I really wish that like more people knew that. I mean, I think it's too hard, honestly. Because whatever I played, I tend to like just get overwhelmed by it. But yeah, I really do need to stick with it and start trying to beat it. Yeah, so if you don't know, this is actually the game that Kid Icarus Uprising was based on, specifically. So the whole flying around and shooting things out, yeah, it was very specifically Sin and Punishment inspired. And like, Uprising is not as good as Sin and Punishment 1 and 2, but it's like it's pretty solid. It's a nice take on it. I feel like it's kind of a casualized experience. Custom Robo? I hope so. Yeah, Custom Robo is something I'd like to see come back. I don't know what the state of that IP is, though. I don't know who made it. I believe it's a Nintendo IP, but like, oh, that stupid cat. I never understood this. Like, why are we chasing the fucking cat? You know, doesn't this thing look like the cat in Skyward Sword, Mia? Shit.
Continue.
Yeah, the game is brutal. It does not fuck around. Like, you do not fuck around in like Sin and Punishment. So yeah, you have continues. So like, if you're beating this game on hard mode, like I'm trying to right now, you have to do it in like one go. Otherwise, it's gonna be this crazy. I really need to make something like influenced by Sin and Punishment. Like, I really need to. Like, this is the kind of insane shit I want to make, but like, I just don't. Oof. I don't think I have it in, honestly. I don't know, I'm not big on shooting things. I like martial arts and like fantasy shit. I don't know. With sci-fi, I don't really get it. I mean, I hate calling this sci-fi, but it totally does try to present itself as legit sci-fi. That's kind of what makes it so insane. And the cool thing about it is that, like, the attacks actually feel like something that, like, would be an actual attack. It doesn't feel as if, like, the game wants you to dodge or anything.
So what they captured broke free?
Yeah, so you don't know what's going on half the time, because it's like the most convoluted bullshit ever. So yeah, Saki's actually the protagonist, but he's actually kidnapped. No. He turned into a giant, like, Eva. Or, like, something. And we have to go get him back. So you're playing as his GF, who eventually gives birth to, like, his son, who's the protagonist of the second game. So it's like, it's just really weird. Yeah, you go to the future at one point and Hybrid Heaven. Yeah, I have never played Hybrid Heaven. Yeah, who made Hybrid Heaven? Is that a Konami game? I think it is. Yeah, I don't think we'll beat it this time. Honestly, I want to start from the scratch anyway, because this has always been a problem with me in this game, is that, like, I have this tendency to like to stop playing on this exact stage. Like every single time I do this, like it's always that stupid bit where you're like chasing the cat, and I just like I'm just like shit. Yeah, so this is like the best. This is the best rail shooter ever made, far from. Like the problem with it, like the only reason this isn't more famous than Star Fox is just because of how hardcore it is, and I think most people would be like really put off by like the quality of the voice acting, but like the actual gameplay is like it's way better than anything in Star Fox 64. It's way more technically demanding, but it also doesn't have branching paths, and like it's basically just you like fighting like these insane fucking aliens like indefinitely, and it's just insane the shit they come up with in this game. Like the final boss is like an evil clone of the Earth, if that tells you anything about what this game's like. So it's like it's an amazing game, but like it's such a shame that it never really went anywhere. It's Treasure at their absolute best, I would say. And it really sucks that they're like a skeleton team now. I think they have like 6 employees or something, and all they do is just like port old games to other hardware. So I don't know if they'll ever like make a comeback. Oh, I think you can. Yeah, you can sword strike those. Okay. I'm just like, wait, there's a gimmick here. Yeah, sword strike. Okay.
You could have just teleported, Frick.
Idiots! Don't you realize how dangerous teleporting is? They're dangerous! They're about to kill me!
These enemies outmatch you, Leda. They're all that remain of Achi and her followers. It's quite possible that the girl has inherited Achi's blood. This time I will face them.
Yeah, so the weird thing is, this is like a Japanese only game,
Commander.
but for some reason they voiced it in English, and it's like the worst sounding acting ever. Yeah, we're almost at the end of the stage. Wow. Yeah, Lita's a piece of shit. What's the deal with this cat? Man, I pieced together a little bit of the lore after years and years of playing this fucking game, but it's like, I love how he has his own cursor. Like each of these bosses are like insane with like what they offer sometimes. And my thing with this game is that it's really intense and it tends to wear you out. And I'm playing on hard mode actually, which is probably the main reason why I'm struggling. Oh, there we go. Do a barrel roll. And you kill Lita. So you kill Lita, and then he comes up for like a sword fight. Ding, ding. And look at this. This isn't the kind of thing you would see in any game ever, and yet like it works so well. Like it's so seamless. Oh, whoop, oh, he actually got me there. Wow. I don't think I've ever lost a sword fight with him before. Got him. That's so satisfying. And it's so clunky, like, visually, and yet, like, it just kind of works.
He also had strange powers.
Strange powers indeed. It seems Achi has taught you nothing. My powers were given to me by Achi. Achi passed her blood to me. The same goes for that kid who transformed into the beast.
Saki is nothing like you. I never thought you'd try to make friends by passing your blood. Perhaps not friends. Perhaps research for your transformation. Change can be a scary thing when you don't know how to change back. Hi, Ren. Do you want to change Saki back into a human?
Yeah, considering the sheer amount of time they put into like
All fighters away from the flagship.
What? The floor.
What's the girl's
If they
name?
attack Saki from the air, then we'll need
Yeah,
this.
considering how much of this is basically just getting your like guy back, it's actually pretty based. You know, I think Bayonetta might be the only action game franchise that's like more insane than this. Yeah, I don't know. Sin and Punishment might make more sense if it wasn't so like unapologetically Japanese. Like Bayonetta was like very specifically made for a Western audience, but like this is like, I don't know, this is like the most Japanese shit ever. Man, I don't know if we'll ever see a Sin and Punishment 3. Yeah, Sin and Punishment 2 came out in like what, 2009, 2010, something like that. Yeah, we're going on like 20 years of this. Okay, with no sequel in sight. Yeah, so all these areas are just like highly unique, and they all just like radically have their own mechanics and like just visual flair, and it just, man, it just never lets up. Yeah, I think I'm ready to go back to this game. It's been a while. Yeah, I actually did beat it once on NSO, but like my thing with it is that like right now is that like well, I wanted to beat it on hard because I never had done that before, and hard mode is brutal, and I just haven't been able to beat it. I don't think I've gotten past the train on hard mode. I don't remember how hard it is. It's not as hard. It's not as long as Star Successor, and I would argue it's not as good. And I'm really anxious to see when Star Successor is getting re-released, because that is definitely something I'd like to see happen. I mean, this game has been a staple of like Nintendo re-releases for years. I remember getting this on the Wii VC and just being blown away by it. This is like, you know, for a lot of people, this is like the king of like Nintendo imports, because like this was something that a lot of people imported in like Europe and other countries. It's like, it's one of those games. Like, this is something you got into importing before. Yeah, for a while there, this game had like this huge resurgence of popularity, but like I don't think it has had that in a while. Yeah, I certainly haven't been talking about it lately. I mean, it's not that I don't love the game, but it's like, you know, there's only so much, you know, love you can give a game if you haven't played it in a while. You know, that would be a really cool like thing for my YouTube channel, is like actually explaining the plot to this. Because like there is a plot that you can like follow and piece together, but like I don't know if anybody's actually like tried to explain it in a video. Oh yeah, thanks for the sub. Thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it.
Game over.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to like start over and like play from the beginning, because we are not beating it with like 3 fucking lives. It's just not gonna happen. How long is the game? Let's see. Ranking, training, sound stereo. Scene select. Yeah, there's like what? There's like 2. Wait, what? Is there only 2 stages?
Watch out. All fighters away.
Have I never actually beaten it on like... I want to say there's like 3 chapters. Yeah, it's 2. Did I never beat it on NSO? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Crazy. This is like one of the first games they put on NSO. Wow. Yeah, okay, that's true. We're gonna have to think about playing it. I don't know, man. The game is just hard, and like I don't know. Like for a while there, I just wasn't super interested in playing it. It was just one of those things where I was just really sick of like booting the game up and just being like hearing that fucking cat like meow, and then like chasing it again. Like it was just the same thing over and over again, because I just could never bring myself to beat it, and it's just ugh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna work on the book for a bit. I'm gonna put on a movie. I want to watch GoldenEye, but like I'll have to put in a DVD for that. I just like, oh, fucking DVD. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in.